I told you that one day ain't never enough. You tell me I hate you, I still call you up. If we don't got trust, we can never have love. I was putting in the hours, I was. But you were calling me a liar, 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 liar.
Here it goes with that 10-second count.
I've been putting in the hours,
That last push, and it's going to go through. Oregano taking goal number 2. 4 seconds left on the clock. Just playing circles around the defense.
Now your piano plays me radio. Sang you in one go. Fake smile, but it's too wonderful. Of all guitar chords you could have picked, strumming softly to sheet music. Know the crash from your simple hits. Knew you beat me with every kick. No more mysteries inside your eyes. Ancient histories of you and I. Wind up back there every time. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, Emily, you're like an overplayed melody, but I can't wait to hear you again. Oh, Emily, you're like my own worst enemy. Still, I can't wait to see you again. Oh, Emily, you're like an overplayed melody.
Hello and welcome to the Launchpad here on this fantastic Monday, March 11th, 2019. I'm one of your hosts, PWR Ryan, and tonight I am joined by Dracky Sports' #1 fan, the one, the only, the original Hobbit. How are you doing, man?
I am doing great, man. How are you? What an awesome video that was, wasn't it?
Oh, man, it was fantastic. Bert actually made that for us, and he did such a good job, and he's still a little new to editing, but we are so happy to have him joining us as our brand new editor. So hopefully you'll be able to put out a lot more content for you guys coming soon, like highlight reels and all that other cool stuff. So keep an eye out. We're going to be start looking into doing more of that stuff soon. That video, of course, promoting our $100 land that we have coming up on Sunday. Hobbit, how are you doing on this fine Monday evening?
You know, man, couldn't do better. I'm looking towards Sunday. I will be in Houston with you.
Yeah, you will.
It's going to be phenomenal.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I got my power coffee.
Yeah, we got ties this time. We got nice shirts on. Like, dude,
I'm repping the pizza.
The pizza there.
Dude, it's going to be an amazing night.
Yeah, I'm so excited for it.
We got some good teams playing tonight, too. I'm excited.
Yeah, we have a lot of good teams joining us here tonight. If you didn't know, this is the Launchpad presented by Playing with Rockets. This is our weekly 3v3 where we throw you all into a bracket. We hope that you guys fight it out and one of you eventually comes out on top. You know how it goes. But today our sponsors are Matcherino.com and Broken Gaming. We'll be talking more about them later on tonight. We need your help, so please give us a follow here on Twitch. Go join the Discord and kick us a buck over on patreon.com/playingwithrockets. Your help was greatly appreciated, and just by giving us $1, you get some cool perks like access to our sponsor tournaments that we do each month, and you get some other extra things with that too. Tonight we have 33 teams joining us. Man, it not quite the number that we're used to, but still exciting nonetheless. Because despite the fact that the number is small, we still have some really good teams.
Oh, no, absolutely. I think, man, we got some good teams. Ryan, question. Who's your top picks for tonight?
You're turning it on me. I see. You're
it. I beat you to it tonight.
You did. Oh, man. So, my top pick, of course, is going to be Upper 90. I love these guys. I am on the train for them. I expect good things from them. They already qualified for the RLRS. They're in the top 128 teams for that. So far, they've got a really good thing going for them. Of course, Upper 90, I'm just always a fan. But then also Lights Out, they're another one of my top 3. They come and they play with us every single time, and they're always one of those top teams. They may not take it every time, but you can always guarantee that they will make it to the semifinals. They will make it into that grand finals. They always get right on the cusp. So I'm hoping to see them take it all the way this time and actually close the deal on things. But we're just going to have to watch and see how that goes. They do have Vandre subbing out tonight, and they have Mikey12 and AJ with Kevpert. So it'll be interesting to see that new dynamic. That's not one that we've seen before. So I'll be interested to see how that pans out for them. And then, of course, the last team, I wanted to look at one underdog, and that is going to be Absolute Leverage White. They got Jason and a couple other guys on there who we've seen time and time again. Really solid team. They have a lot of attack power and stuff. So definitely one of the teams that I'm wanting to see shine in this tournament here today. So Hobbit. Oh, and then also my honorable mention, shout out team, will be Team Concept. They are a really solid team, but they, like Lights Out, they cannot close the deal. They make it so far into the tournament, but they're even less consistent than Lights Out in that they've been dumped in the quarterfinals several times. So I really, Lights Out and Team Concept, I want to see them go farther in this tournament here tonight. But so what are your teams? Give me the lowdown.
You know,
give me the scoop.
You've messaged me. We've talked through DMs sometimes. We've just a lot of talk. I'm on the train. No, I'm on.
You are? No.
I'm on the train.
No.
I think upper 90, they've done so well. I think
yes,
they're going to make it far.
Yes.
Maybe not the number one, but I think they can be the number one. I won't guarantee they're going to be number one, but I think they can. So, of course, upper 90. Yeah, I'm on the train.
Choo-choo!
Folks. Lone Wolves, I like them.
Lone Wolves, yeah.
Goalie Gibb and Toe, I like watching them play. Now, my underdog for my top 3 is going to be Take Flight.
Take Flight?
If you watched the stream on Saturday, you saw them play. You saw their comeback ability. Man, it was phenomenal. I would love to see them. I think an upper 90 Take Flight game would be very interesting.
I think that would be super interesting. Take Flight, like you said, though, like on Saturday, they just blew the socks off us. I could not believe how many times they pulled off these comebacks. Like, they were like down and out, and then they would come back and take the match, and my dogs are loud. They probably just see the people walking.
But yeah, no, I agree. It was a great comeback. Sorry, Aldino is messaging me. But, so, Take Flight. That's going to be my underdog for tonight. Honorable mentions, of course, Lights Out. I mean, they're a top 128 team. I think they're going to go far. They're not in my top 3 only because of kind of how you said. They make it so far and just crash at the end. Yeah. I would love to see them go all the way tonight. They absolutely can. They have it in them. But I gotta try for my underdogs. Okay, and then sorry,
it's all good.
Dina's losing
messages all over the place, like you and me, man. We're trying to figure it out.
That's true. Oh, Affinity is playing. So
all of our picks are screwed. No, I think they're still pretty solid. I'm still standing by my boys.
I would like to make another honorable mention to,
Affinity.
I'm not throwing things off. 2 honorable mentions. I know, crazy, but number 1 seed is Exalt. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, that's a team that we haven't seen. We did see them in the deal, and we were kind of like, oh, this is a new team for us.
Yeah, so, that might kind of throw things off. Those are some high MMRs. I'm excited to I'm excited to see.
Exalt is winning. Aldino has claimed it in chat.
Yeah, Mafi, it'll be a fun match. Affinity is a great team. Very fun to watch.
Got Affinity, our first match. Oh, Mafi. Good luck, man. They're a solid team. Did you get my invite just now so we can party up and get this show on the road here soon?
Oh, I did.
Clowntown gonna take it. You heard it here first, folks. Mafi is claiming it. Clowntown, you better be watching out for them. They will wreck your world.
But all in all, it's going to be a great night. Thank you to all the teams that have signed up. Thank you to all the fans that are already watching. I'm so excited for another great day for Rocket League.
Yeah, I think we got some good stuff coming for us. Currently, we are just waiting on one of the teams to check in. The Elite 3. So if you're a part of the Elite 3, go check in right now so that we can have you guys starting your match here very soon. We have some other matches starting at the moment. Our first match that we are aiming to stream here tonight is going to be the Elite 3 versus Absolute Leverage Black. So do exclamation point bracket to go take a look at that. Yeah, just waiting for them to check in, and then we'll be good to go on all that.
So I don't have anything on Absolute Leverage Black, but I do have a little bit on Elite 3 if you're interested to hear, Ryan.
Let's hear it, man. What you got? Give me the lowdown. Give me the deets.
So Elite 3, they're going to consist of Mizu, and I might be butchering these names, Mizu, Arvo, and Bajin Smondo.
That's about what I would have said, so good enough.
Smondo, close enough. Bajin Smondo, according to stats, looks to be the only GC on the team.
Okay.
He's been a GC since season 5. Arvo, I saw a lot of passing, and from him and Arvo and Bajon, I saw a lot of passing and saves. But according to stats, main shooter should be Mizu.
Okay. Yeah, Mizu, I think we have actually seen this team play before.
Okay.
I agree with you though. Mizu, he definitely was pretty hard on the shooting. He definitely brought the heat for them. So definitely gonna be looking to see him kind of bring things in perspective for them. Thank you very much. Hand over. I can't read that, but thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it.
Homie.
Yeah. I couldn't read it. I'm going to go through and read follows and everything later, so don't worry. You will get your recognition. It's coming in due time. I guarantee it.
In due time.
Mafi! Whoa! Thank you so much for that subscription, man. That money goes right back into prize pools for the future. It helps us fund all that stuff, so thank you very much for that. Make sure that your Discord and Twitch are integrated so that you get access to our monthly sponsorship at the end of the month. And then you also get special roll and all that stuff too. Has he DM'd you? Is there another team that we should be looking into?
He is not. Classic Eldino.
We are still waiting on them. If you're a part of the Elite 3, go join your match now. JTR, thank you very much for that bitty. Get that bit badge, man. You earned it. Top notch.
Yeah, no, I just have a match D.
Yeah,
are we still waiting on check-ins?
Yeah, we're still waiting on them. Thank you very much for the follow. Bill Lacrosse? I couldn't tell what that said. I
kill losers.
Losers? Oh, so close. Mafi, thank you very much for the follow. Close enough, man.
It is close. It is close.
We got a follow train going. Got just a follow train going on. Thank you very much, JTR. Alone? I can't tell if that's an I or... I'm JTR Alone. Thank you very much for...
JTR Alone.
For the follow.
Bill Lacrosse. I don't have my glasses on. It's small letters over here. That's true. Yeah, I'm having to super zoom in on my screen to try to see that.
I mean, I've got one with the game view. I've got one with this up. Still waiting on them. We may just hop into another match that might already be going on just so we can get things rolling for you guys at home. Hey,
match
goodbye. Do what?
Match I, maybe? I don't know if they've started or not.
No, I'm thinking we might try this one. Nope, that one's already started. We may try match... What is it? Match P, possibly. We may do that.
Match
so I'm
P. Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and just throw us into that one. Because we need to get things going for you guys.
You get the show on the road.
You know what I'm saying, man? Esports. All right, so I do have to throw a gripe at you really quickly. Just my no, not towards you. Just a general gripe I have.
Okay.
The esport in team names. Why are they all so different?
You know,
why can't people just use the same version?
Heck you, your mic sucks. Whoa. Is it my mic or Ryan's mic?
There's a possibility it could be mine. I don't know if you can hear me.
You know what?
It could have switched over to my camera mic if it's me.
Not sure.
Both of you, big bag. Ooh, thank you very much, man. We appreciate that love and support coming from you. So we're gonna go into this match. Let me pull that information up.
But you know, I don't know. It's such a pet peeve when I'm scrolling through the list of team names and I see different esports. Which, of course, I'm saying this. Therefore, I'm assuming next week I'm gonna see like every other letter capitalized. Just
you know they'll do that.
I know, but yeah, it needs to be one way. Makes no sense to have 7 different ways.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't make sense.
Why can't we all just like agree on one version of esport? Like I don't like it for some reason. It really bugs me.
Whoa, maple syrup. That's a little weird. But thanks for hopping in. Thanks for hopping in and watching the stream.
Okay, so for some reason, I guess they haven't started yet because that one isn't working. What? Okay, maybe they got it now.
You know, Mafi, you typed that in, and I had to check just to make sure. I was just really hoping that the T wasn't capitalized in the name.
Man, oh man. So that one, I don't know what's going on with the lobby. It's not working. So we're going to try another one and see if it works.
Classic.
Yeah, you know, just casual startup for our stream. It's always off to the rocky start.
Of course.
Once we take flight, though, man, like we're off and running. So we got errors. Oh, if it'll work. All right. We're in the match now. I'm just fixing up the overlay really quickly. Can you tell who's on what team for me real quickly? Or I don't know.
Eris is on orange.
Oh, Eris is in orange? Cool, that makes things way easier.
I mean, maple syrup, don't you worry, alright? That's
right. And we are finally going into it. So here, give me 1 second. And transition. All right, so here we go. We have game number 1 between these two coming to an end here. Eras Esports taking the lead here in game number 1, 2-10. Not quite what I was expecting out of Absolute Leverage White. These guys have a lot of attack power, so it wasn't exactly what I was looking for in them. I was not expecting them to drop game number 1.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. It's definitely odd. Like a 2-0 loss for game 1 for Absolute Leverage White was definitely unexpected.
Definitely not used to seeing them drop a game, especially this early on. Just wasn't expecting that. So Eras Esports and Absolute Leverage White. Eras Esports, they are the number 15 seed, and Absolute Leverage White is the number 18 seed. So here we go. Going into the next match. Game number 1 went to... Whoops. Game number 1... Nope. Had a bit of an issue. Official Agitate, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you very much for those biddies. We appreciate that. So game number 1 going to Airs Esports. Absolute Leverage White backs against the wall. No Absolute Leverage White. Their name overall is too long to fit into that box, unfortunately. So it comes out as all white. So we have some quick aggression coming out of Absolute Leverage White as they try to get a quick goal here. They want to get themselves up on the board early so that they can kind of establish a quick lead.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, after a 2-0 loss, you want to quickly get back that lead so that you can kind of coast. Not really coast, but so that you can just defend that middle game to keep in with the series.
Yeah. Well, the other thing, too, is you know that coming off a 2-0 victory, Airs Esports have got some of the momentum with them, and they want to keep that.
Absolutely.
So still a minute in, no goals yet. Going in for a touch. Great bump there in net, but still not going to be able to turn into much of anything for them. Quick stop there. Pushing off to the side. Jason trying to go out. Bismo's going to come in. He pops it up high off the backboard. Is there a follow through? There it is. Jakin going to get the first goal here in match 2.
Man, that was definitely a lot of T-passes and a lot of bumps right there in the corner from Jason, I believe. Jason was bumping that man, and then they got a nice pass over to Jakin.
Yes, definitely some good stuff coming out from them. Yowza. Kirito RL, we're going to have to ask you to chill out with the spam there, man. So we have him going back in on the action. Astron trying to get a play going here, but he can't quite get the touch. Pushing out to the side. Thank you very much, Mod. Mod Tundra. There's the drop, but it's not going to be good enough. Purple Plate is moving back on the defense. Oh, and a very unfortunate touch is going to result in an own goal with credit going to Jakin.
Yeah, some definite miscommunication right there. I mean, at that point, maybe they were trying to call Purple off, but he just 50'd it. Purple just kind of kept with the ball and then just got right in his team's way.
Yeah. So all in all, that was a very unfortunate play there for them. We're now approaching halftime, and we're seeing a different story of Absolute Leverage White taking it 2-0 right now. But again, 2 points, that's not too much, as we saw this weekend. 2-point leads, those are comfy. But if they get an extra point, like, it's going to be in a closer game, and that 1-point lead is just so flimsy.
Absolutely. I mean, in our tournament on Saturday, we were seeing 2- and 3-point leads not meaning anything. We were getting 2 or 3 goals in 30 seconds.
Yeah, just leads like that being dismantled in mere seconds. So I'm interested to see if that's going to be one of the things that we see coming around here tonight. But so far, it's looking like the teams that get that early lead hold on to it pretty well. Bismo going to pick up goal number 3, though. Great shot there. Jason throwing it up in the mid. No one coming out to challenge him in time, and that's going to give them the 3-goal lead. So now we're past halftime. 3-goal lead in favor of Absolute Leverage White. These guys already taking a huge change here. And we have Heck throwing the ball down. Oh, almost making the play out of that one, but not able to have it pushed through. Jakin going up for the pass.
Yeah, I'm really liking it. We're seeing Eris try, at least attempt to start up some team plays.
Yeah, they're really working.
That can look really good for you if you make it into the third game of the series when you're just finding your groove, I guess it seems, for some of these teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're really pushing hard to try and get something going for them, but there's a huge opening, and Bismo actually messing that one up. It could have been a nice roller into the net. No one was back on the defense, so that one might cost them, but with a 3-goal lead, they can afford to make those kinds of mistakes right now.
Yeah, man, we're seeing a lot of miscommunication from both teams, really. I mean, we saw the miscommunication that ended up in an own goal, and now we're seeing miscommunication that's just stopping an easy open goal.
Yeah. So hopefully they'll be able to make something happen here. If anything, Ares Esports needs to pick up a goal, try to get some momentum back in their favor, kind of coast into the next game. Feeling a little bit good about themselves. If they come with a no-goal game, that'll be pretty bad for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you need going into the third game, you won the first game. If you're going to go into game 3, you need to be comfortable. You can't have this massive loss in the second game to tie up the series. You need to have some momentum, some confidence so that you can come back and win that third game.
Yeah, for sure. You have to have some of that confidence, otherwise it's going to be all for naught almost. Oh, and Jason going to get that one off of another mishap between players on Ares Esports. Actually, no, it just looks like that might have been a slow mistake. He was looking for a pinch there, ended up putting it in that upper 90.
Yeah, it was just off. It looked like he almost had the pinch going, but it went right under him.
Yeah, definitely not what he was hoping for. So we have Heck throwing the ball downfield. And 9 seconds left. This game, of course, is going to go in favor of Absolute Leverage White. So now we are going to see both these teams go into that third game. But again, Era's not picking up a point at the moment. And that one looking like it's going to touch down. So Ares Esports not able to pick up a point there. Hobbit, what are your thoughts on this one?
Man, going into game 3, if we're going to see another game like that one, I think Absolute White's going to take it. I think they have it. I mean, they looked, there was still a little bit of miscommunication, which is never good, but they still looked comfortable compared to Ares. Ares just were not together. They didn't look put together. They were trying to set up passing plays, but I mean, nothing was successful. And it wasn't really that Absolute Leverage was stopping them. It was that their passes were off. They were just doing mistouches, miscommunication. So if we have a game like that, I think it's Absolute Leverage is going to take it. But if we can see Ares, get back, they did something right game 1. Mm-hmm. Their engine did not
Calling you out on those engine metaphors. I didn't crack the joke this time. He did.
Yeah.
But no, I'm inclined to agree with you. Absolute Leverage looking very comfortable in their own skin there. They were playing their game that we are used to seeing come out of them. And we really didn't see much of anything come from Ares Esports. Total of 4 shots and 2 saves. Other than that, they had nothing on the board to their name. That is not a good look, and that's a little worrying. Because I would like to see them come in and put a good fight on here in this match, but I'm just not sure if they're going to be able to hack it after seeing a game like that. So hopefully they'll be able to kind of step things up, they'll get that engine running, and we'll see them coasting off to the races.
Get that engine running.
It's one of those things that sticks with you, man. Like, the whole opportunity thing stuck with me. This is your curse.
This one is so much worse.
And so here we go. Game number 3 between Ares Esports and Absolute Leverage White. Their name was too big to fit on the box. That is not all white. So Bismo coming in for a shot. Purple plate, last man back, will make that save. But we see another push there in the mid. Oh! Jason's so close with that one. But Jakin going to come in with the final follow-up to put it away. And that's one thing that I love about this Absolute Leverage White team, is these guys follow through every single time.
Yeah, I mean, that was great. I mean, we saw 3 shots right there, back to back.
So here we go. Kickoff number 2. Jason going to try and get a quick pop-off there. Not going to work out. He will get that boost steal, however. Oh, and there's one person back on defense, Jake, and he will make the save. Oh, and Jakin with a quick pop downfield. Oh, and Bismo, if he had gotten that touch, that would have been crisp.
Yeah, I'm almost sad that they didn't score on their last play, because, man, we were seeing a nice passing play coming out of Ares, which I was really hoping for the game, but Absolute Leverage was there to stop it.
Yeah, and Absolute Leverage, these guys, like, while they do have the great follow-up on the offense, they are definitely no slouch when it comes to defense. Like, these guys will bring it to you. Oh my gosh! And a flick over all 3 defenders. Airs. Jason taking down the whole team with one flip of the car.
With one flip and no boost over all three.
What a play by Jason. Yeah. And that's the other thing is Absolute Leverage. These guys have a lot of firepower behind them. Between Jason and Bismo and Jaken, like these guys have a lot of firepower. And it's not to be underestimated. They may be a lower seed in this match, but they definitely should not be counted out by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, you're completely right. I mean, this is a top 128 team that we're watching.
Yeah, I mean they're up there.
They made it. They made it to where they need to be. They should be beating this team. They should be on top. So honestly, after the past couple tournaments where we haven't seen them do too well, this is great to watch. We are seeing a top 128 team.
Yeah, we're seeing them get themselves going quickly. They're coming into this firing on all cylinders. They're not trying to come into it and get a slow start. They're ramping right into it, and that's how you have to play. Bismo coming in with goal number 4. Absolute Leverage White. These guys are popping off now. And Airs Esports, we're seeing a couple of breakdowns in the defense. Heck, wasn't able to get to that one in time, unfortunately. But all in all, we're seeing some gaps, and Absolute Leverage White are taking full advantage.
Absolutely. I mean, what a clean passing play.
3 minutes 11 left on the clock. We see them going up for a backboard shot. It will be kicked out. But there's the drop. Can he finish it? Jason is there once more. And we still have 3 minutes left of this game to go. Airs Esports, I definitely think that they can make a comeback, but they're going to have to put a stop to all these shots, and they're really going to have to ramp up that offense.
Yeah, I mean, 3 minutes left. 5 goals is definitely doable, but man, this has been a tough offensive campaign that Absolute Leverage has been putting on. You're really seeing them get very comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are definitely playing the game that they are familiar with. And I mean, they're comfortable right now. They are in their zone and they are just cruising along.
Yeah, I mean, we are seeing a lot of passing attempts, a lot of shots.
And another shot attempt, but Heck will pull off the save there. So Airs Esports, they've got to make some plays right now. They're running out of time. With each second, it gets harder and harder. A 5-goal lead is not anything to be slacking about. So great stop there by Jaken, playing it slow. He's going to keep it out. We see a demo there by Bismo, removing Heck from that play. And again, these guys are just keeping it out of reach for Airs Esports. They're not giving them much time. Bismo going to get the demo there on purple plate, trying to open up some space for Absolute Leverage to work with. And Heck will get that clear out.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a great strategy. They keep stealing the boost from Airs and then keeping the ball in these far passing plays to where Airs can't even get to it.
Yeah, these guys, like Absolute Leverage, is slowly choking them. With every play that they make, they're trying to kill time, and they're really just removing any possibility of a play developing for these guys.
Although we're starting to see a few double commits from Absolute Leverage. Great. Yes, they have the 5-goal lead right now. Never great to see.
Yeah, definitely not something that we want to be seeing from them. They need to keep playing this clean gameplay that we've been seeing from them because they've got a huge uphill battle as they go throughout the rest of this bracket if they hope to even make it to the semifinals, let alone the Grand Championship.
Absolutely. I mean, you have your boys upper 90 on top.
Oh!
There we go with Airs' first goal in the last 2 games from Axtron.
And there it is. They're getting a quick shot off right there. A nice angle as Ace takes that shot, receiving the pass from Heck. So Airs, they got the 1 goal, but 1 minute, 4 goals to go. That is a really tall order. That's 1 goal every 15 seconds. And for every 15 seconds that pass, that gets harder and harder. And then a great clear there by Astron. Jaken, at this point, if you're Absolute Leverage White, you're just kind of trying to buy time. But there's a shot from Heck. He's going to get goal number 2. And Airs Esports bring it a little bit closer.
They're slowly closing the gap. 40 seconds, 3 goals. That's still hard.
Yeah, it's still
Not
very hard.
impossible. Not impossible.
Not impossible, it's not impossible, but it is going to be a difficult deal for them right now.
Now, if we see Absolute Leverage get back to where they were in the beginning of this game, it's impossible. They were just playing so spot on earlier.
Well, at this point, if you're Absolute Leverage, you got to feel just comfy. You're just like, oh, this is pretty much done. 20 seconds left, 3 goals to go. Thank you very much for that closing art. Just going to be a really difficult thing for them to pull off here. And 10 seconds left. That is going to do it. Absolute Leverage, White, taking the series against Errors Esports. An upset of the number 19 seed taking down the number 14 seed. What are you thinking?
You know, a couple points that I really liked from Absolute Leverage White. They quickly got the lead, which was great for them. I mean, look at the shots this game alone. That's going to be 16 shots.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you just saw Bisma's messages, but bringing it into my next point, after getting that lead, they were boost stealing, which was great. And with boost stealing, they were keeping the ball in like the mid level in the air to where it was a hard ball to challenge without any boost. And then on top of that, they were getting the demos. You know, they would get these little, you know, out of the play, it seemed demos, but then the second man was out, or the third man was out, or sometimes they would just go for the first man. I think it was a very nice play to see. It was a very hard game to come back from because they tried their best to not let Eris get near the ball.
Yeah. And that was the big problem, is Eris just couldn't get to the ball on several crucial plays. And I mean, really though, Absolute Leverage, like once they ramped up into their game, like they had control. They showed why they are a top 128 team, and just all in all, really solid stuff coming from them. And I'm hoping to see them continue that throughout the bracket, but the way that they were kind of playing there towards the end, I got a little bit worried because you can't slack off there at the end. You've got to make sure that you're keeping yourself grounded. You have to make sure that you're still making good plays. You cannot take it easy. And we did see them do that. I'm just hoping that's not something that we see consistently out of them. You can't take those huge leads and then kind of squander them away. It's definitely happened to people before where they feel so comfy, they're like, oh, we've got this, no big deal. And you just can't do that.
Absolutely not. I mean, yeah, that was kind of the tough part to watch. You know, the first half they killed it, and then it definitely started seeming like they were going a little too much for boost and for demos than actual
and
play.
you could tell where they were kind of screwing around and where they were taking it seriously. And I kind of saw a little bit too much screwing around there at the end. They did still take the victory, but it is one of those things that like you just have to make sure that you're keeping an eye on. I think had they continued, they still would have dominated that. But really, you want to try and continue dominating it so that you go into this next game feeling, you feel that momentum, you feel good about yourself, and you're going in on a high note. And so I think that you kind of remove those opportunities for yourself when you do that.
Yeah, I mean, and the other thing is, if you're going to get that 5-goal lead, in the second round, you can kind of mess around. It's no big deal, but pushing into these later rounds, you know, if you're getting a 5-goal lead against Upper 90, you better freaking secure that lead.
You better hold on tight.
Cannot be messing around. If you get a 5-goal lead against Affinity, against any of our top teams, you cannot be messing around with that lead. Yeah, that is a lead that you are praying to keep.
Oh, for sure, because they will come back with a vengeance to get it from you. So, gonna let these guys know. But really, all in all, good stuff coming from both of the teams there. GG's, well played. Airs Esports falling tonight, but we will hopefully be seeing them joining us again in the future. Coming back, having a lesson learned there. Really, I think that some of the things that could have improved on is just ramp up your game, increase the pace of things, and really come out a little more aggressively. They let Absolute Leverage start playing their they let them get in their comfort zone. They let them play their game, and you gotta break them out of that. You can't let them stay there.
Absolutely. So who's our next viewing?
So our next game is going to be the 8 and 9 seeds. It's going to be money for B plus exclamation point, and then long shot.
Got it. Okay.
So it'll
Long shot's definitely a team that we have seen in the past.
Yeah, so it'll be these two teams that we're going into view. I let them know, so we will hopefully. They're setting up the lobby now, I think, so we should be good. Yeah, we're good now.
And speaking of, we were just talking about, if you're playing against a team like upper 90, you better freaking secure that lead. You cannot mess around with it. And they are now playing upper 90.
Oh, they are. They're going straight into upper 90. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna. That's gonna be a tough order.
That's some good momentum though to go into. They played a great series, and that is definitely upper 90 had a DQ to start, so they haven't really played.
Yeah, they haven't been able to get that kind of warm up match in. And if Absolute Leverage continues as they did at the start of that match, man, they'll come in and they'll at least give them a run for their money.
Absolutely.
So it looks like we have everybody in the match now, so we are going to take you guys over to that here in just a second. All right, so long shot versus money for B plus. I'm just going to say money for B.
Money for B.
Money for B. So here we go. All right, so here we go. Game number 1 between long shot and money for B. Oh, Mafi. You guys had a good run. Clowns will be back. I believe it.
Clowns will be back.
They will be back. They're going to come back with a vengeance, though. Clowns always do. That's why they're nightmare fuel for a lot of people.
Right.
So Kachowski, he's going to be clearing that one out. Great follow through there. Trying to see if he can beat out that last defender, but he will get thwarted on that. We see Flitz going up for that challenge. Pretty solid play there. Chronic is following. Great stop there as he has one of the attackers pulled out of that play. Kachowski going to try and go for a play there, but it's going to be quickly intercepted. And so one of the things that I'm looking for right now is for money for B to keep making some good interceptions here, halting those plays, just stopping them in their tracks. And then long shot, I'm going to be looking for them to kind of make some solid passing plays, go for some of those infield plays, and really start making some plays for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like every time, like every week, I think those effective touches are just so important. Too many times have we seen teams just kind of throw the ball away, which is weird. That just should not be happening at this level. So if you can limit the amount of times that you're just giving the ball to the other team, it's such a good help in these tournaments.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully they'll be able to make some of those effective touches here. We are a minute and 30 seconds in and still scoreless. Both these teams holding their own pretty well at the moment. Flit's going to pop that one up. Oh, and there's a great attempt there, but not going to turn into much. Chronic going off the backboard. Again, great defense coming out of long shot. So we're starting to see a switch between the two. One going for more of these interceptions and the other trying to start making some plays.
Yeah, I mean, we are seeing a lot of high pass attempts from Money. I mean, we're seeing, constant backboards, constant just putting it high in the air right in front of the goal. And that's where it's going to pay off. Chronic coming in with the backboard read.
What a great play there. Chronic throwing it way up. Nobody up for that backboard defense. That was a crucial mistake there for long shot. You have to have someone go up to challenge that ball. And when you don't, you get scored on.
Absolutely. I mean, especially after that was probably their 6th or 7th either high or backboard pass attempt. You got to start expecting those.
Yeah, and exactly. They've been going for several of these. It's not something that is suddenly new to you. You're already halfway into this first game, and they've done it multiple times. You have to make sure you stop
Chronic
it.
himself has, I think I saw 3 backboard hits.
Oh
just
yeah,
from
they've
Croc.
been throwing it up high. They've been going for those around the corner rollers and everything. They've done it several times. You have to have that backboard defense.
Yeah.
We're now halfway through first game, and so far the lead is still in favor for Money for B. But again, it's a 1-goal lead. It's a little bit flimsy. They get the second one here with Evil getting that great touch. But again, 2 goals is still not enough as we've seen lately.
Chronic again with that backboard pass, man. That is, it's ripping through Longshot. Longshot's not doing great on those backboard defensive reads.
Yeah, and that's really unfortunate. We want to see them kind of ramp up on that.
No, I want to see them. I want to see them ramping up on reading the backboard. But man, I want to see some more backboard shots for Money.
Yeah, if it's working, you've definitely got to keep taking advantage of it. That's the big thing.
If they're not going to fix it, I mean, oh my god.
Yeah. That's exactly right. If you're not going to fix this problem in your defense, just keep breaking through it.
Sin.
Force them to fix that mistake. Because if they don't, you're just going to take 2 games in a row and call it a day.
Exactly.
There's a great backboard defense coming from Kachowski. We're finally starting to see them have someone up on the backboard. Minute 24 left on the clock. And there's the touch. Harps will make that save. But again, we see the Money for B team really getting aggressive here.
Yeah, I mean, they always have someone next to the ball, which is great. I mean, that leaves little room for Longshot to set up anything.
Yeah. You just start having issues with that. So great touch there by Swank as he makes that save. But 50 seconds left on the clock and still 2 points to go. They can do it, but they're gonna have to dig deep right now and find that first goal. There's the pass. Can that be it? No! Evil will make the save as Swank takes that shot. Cleared out to the side. Harp's gonna try and make a play.
And we're seeing more and more passes from Longshot. You know, maybe it's not going to work for them this game, but if they can keep that up into the second game, that could be a good look for them. It's kind of what we saw in our last game versus Eris and Absolute Leverage. We didn't see a lot of passes in the beginning from Absolute Leverage, but then they came back second game and third game with a ton of passes.
Yeah, we saw some fantastic plays coming from them. But really, I'm just going to need to see a bit more aggression coming from Longshots. They did a great job there at the end. They started kind of finding themselves. They started kind of pushing some of those plays. But all in all, just not in time. I think that's the big problem. They just found that momentum a little too late.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I mean, we saw constant pressure from Money. They always had someone near the ball, which does end up taking a lot of boost. But Longshot was almost giving them the boost. I was watching, and Money always seemed to take the corner boost. They always seemed to have the ball or have the boost. So they were able to just stay right next to the ball, which was great. It didn't give Longshot any space to set anything up.
Yeah, and when you're hugging the ball that tightly, it's going to be really tough for anybody to come break through. So really good stuff there. I'm hoping that we can see Longshots kind of break through that, though. But I'm really not holding my breath. They found themselves a little too late in that match. And quite frankly, when you find yourself in the last 30 seconds, I don't know if you're going to be thinking enough to maintain that going into the next match. Because 30 seconds, you can find yourself thinking, oh, that didn't fix the problem, so we're going to try another deal.
You know, I think they can do it. I mean, because that's exactly what we watched last series. Granted, these are different teams, but it seemed that Longshot found their groove towards the end.
So here we go. They're all they're playing paper, scissors, rock with one another there. So here we go. Game number 2. First game went to Money for B. So, great bump there by Kachowski. Yes, they're playing paper, scissors, rock.
Yeah, who says paper, scissors, rock? I gotta
Paper,
agree
scissors?
with,
Rock, paper, scissors?
rock, paper, scissors.
I always say paper, scissors, rock.
Oh no.
Well, because that's how you say it whenever you're doing the chant. You go paper, scissors, rock, shoot.
Who
No,
says that?
no, don't you dare talk to me.
Way.
You know, go away. I don't like you people anyway.
This Texas
Stream's
stuff,
over.
man. Thank you. I'm glad I'm getting some support on this. Exactly. What is happening?
Man, y'all are all haters. Y'all are haters. All right, so clearing it downfield. We're back into the game. Screw you guys.
Are you an ally?
Yeah, am I an ally? So we are now a minute 15 seconds left. We have said nothing of substance. We're happy to have you here with us. Swank gonna get that demo there on Chronic. Flitz getting the pass out. Ooh, great passing attempt, but no one there for the follow through. Chronic will be there for that defense, however.
Man, we are seeing a very confident money going for that.
Yeah, definitely brave play there. Leaving
Although we
one
are
man
still
back
seeing,
like that.
We're seeing some defensive double commits from money though, and that's not good. But they're managing to keep it up. They're managing to keep the ball out of their goal.
We're starting to see Longshot, though, get really aggressive, which is really awesome to see. I'm happy to see these guys starting to bring the heat a bit and kind of just find... I was a little worried that they weren't going to continue to try and play the way that they were there at the end of that game, but they seem to be maintaining it okay. We're now approaching halftime and still scoreless. A great push, but Kachowski cannot finish it. Great push there by Chronic. Flitz trying to drop it down, but it will go off the backboard. We see...
Yeah, I mean, we are seeing a lot of very close aerials for money, but some really good... Oh, right when I'm saying some good ground plays from Longshot. They missed that nice open goal.
Yeah, that's the thing, too, is they've had a couple of opportunities that they really need to make sure that they're capitalizing on. So we're now past halftime, still scoreless. And if you're money for B, you just need 1 point right now. All you need is that 1 point to make it feel more like you've got this game in the bag, like you've got the series in the bag here. And I really want to see them go for more of those backboard plays. Those were working so well, and as far as I can tell, it doesn't seem like Longshot has really fixed that yet. Yeah,
I don't think they have. I mean, we saw so many aerial plays right in front of the goal that, man, Longshot either missed or weren't even there for. It just so happened that the money missed it. Would miss the aerial, but if we see a ramp up with that, I think they have a goal. But the pressure is on. This is make or break. Do they stay in the series or is the series over?
Yeah, if you're Longshots right now, you've got to just go all in. You have to go really aggressive. Because really, what do they have to lose at this point? Like, if they just need to go all in. Like, we're down to the wire now. Literally, one goal could be what decides this match. Oh, and a great stop there by Kachowski. What a save. Dropping it off the backboard, and that one will find its way in. Chronic getting the opening goal at the last minute of the game.
Yeah, as if they're listening, he goes for this double touch.
These guys are nuts.
And they're doing exactly what we said would just break Longshot. These backboards and just aerial reads right in front of the goal. Longshot is not going up for.
Yeah, and Longshot, they have to challenge for those. You just have to.
Yeah, well, I mean, on the other end...
Oh, and there it is. Harp's getting the demo there on Chronic, and that's going to open up the backfield, and they will get their very first goal here.
First goal of the series. They've now tied it up. 48 seconds. Both teams. Pressure is on.
Oh, man, that feels weird to say. Their first goal of the series, and they found it in the 9th minute of the game. Going on to the 10th. But again, this game's looking like it's going to come down to one goal. To one play that's just going to make it all work out for one of these teams.
We definitely are seeing some fans for money in the chat.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
just anti-long shot fans.
I think they're actually, they have guys in World of Rockets who are on money. I think Evil and them are from World of Rockets. If I'm not mistaken. So 10 seconds left on the clock and still nothing to be shown here. Oh, that one could have been dangerous. They're going to try and go for one last push. A great toss up into the air. And there it is. There's the center. Still no one there. It will touch down. And we are going into overtime here in game number 2. Money just need this 1 point. Hopefully they'll be able to find it here off the backboard. Can that one work out? Oh, that was a very dangerous play. Long shots almost messed up on that one.
Yeah, I mean, it was like I was saying. That is something that they...
Oh my goodness! Harps! I can't tell if that was a planned fake or what, but it worked out as we see the defense just totally mess this one up. Harps, I can't tell if him coming in is part of what did that, but GG's right there. We see ourselves going into a game 3. Long shots take game 2. Aldino was right, though. He called it as we're going to see a bunch of best of 3s and best of 5s. So far, we're already seeing 2.
Flitz left the game, though.
Oh, no. Well, hopefully he'll be able to join back by the time that timer runs out. But, man, what a game there. What are your thoughts? Tell me which one of these teams you think is going to take this and what steps they need to take it.
You know, my money is still on money. I don't know how they lost that now, but man,
that was a critical mistake.
I mean, you could see me. I was so shocked that is how they lost that game.
Yeah, just sitting here watching you. I looked over at you and you're just like stunned, just like, no, how did that happen? But all in all, great stuff coming from both teams there. Both teams getting really aggressive. Just a really, really lucky goal there for Longshot to give them game 2. But I have to be with you, though. I think it's going to be money because that was a lucky goal for them. They didn't really... I don't feel like they really earned it.
You know, but this could be good for Longshot. Maybe this is the wake up. Like, oh my God, we won that game. Let's get this together.
Yeah, put things back in perspective. So here we go, game number 3. One of these teams moving on to the quarterfinals and one being eliminated. Who's it gonna be? We'll find out here at the end of this 4-minute time, hopefully. Swank goes for the shot. Oh! And no one there on the defense. Harps picking up the opening goal here. And we're starting to see long shots kind of find themselves.
Now, you know what I'm noticing? I'm noticing a lot of demos coming out of Longshot. Maybe they're thinking, because it sort of worked for them last game. Ramp up the demos and just try to have like good communication, and this win might happen.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I like to talk about with demos, though, is they're really good if they're used consistently throughout a series because you kind of frustrate your opponent. And you can attest to this. It frustrates your opponent and it kind of put them in a bad mental state. And so if you can really affect that and you can make them lose their cool, they're more likely to make mistakes. But at the same time, you're also forcing them to constantly be thinking about you coming after them in a demo play. And it's just going to cause them to make... In some cases, it's going to cause them to overthink their play. Great play there by Kachowski.
I'm inclined to agree. I think money wasn't affected enough for anything detrimental to happen. I think just overall consistency-wise, they're the team. But man, I was shocked at that loss. And
there's
there we go
the
with
shot.
A second goal from Harps this game.
Harps going after that.
He has 3 out of their 4 goals for this series so far.
Well, and so if you are on Money, you got to start looking at Harps and say, okay, we got to shut this guy down. But at the same time, they need to go back into those backboard plays. Those worked so well. Why would you stop?
So many of them. There were so many of them last game that almost or should have worked for them.
Yeah.
They didn't have the follow-ups that were needed. But Swank coming in for this goal now, off the backboard. And
we are starting to see money just fall apart. These guys are not holding it together now. That overtime got to them.
I think it did. This is a different team than we were watching in that first and really the second game until the last second.
So here we go. 3-0. Money have a huge hill to climb at this point. Not quite a mountain, but it's getting there if they are allowed to continue scoring like this. We see Flitz trying to race downfield. Harps with the flick. Will get saved by Flitz. And there's the drop down. Swank not going to be able to make it work out, though. Kachowski pushes it out to the mid. There's the drop! And Harps, once more, finds the back of the net for long shot.
Man, this is a nice long shot team to be watching now. I'm getting hyped for long shot. We are seeing what I was hoping from them to come out in the second game. And we didn't see it yet until this third game, but we're finally seeing the pass plays. We're finally seeing consistent touches.
Yeah, exactly. We are seeing those consistent touches and consistent plays starting to come out of them. And we're really not seeing Money do much intercepting at this point. And they're just really kind of being caught on their heels. We're now past halftime, and it's 4-0. That is a lot of points to try and get back in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Money has the opportunity. Longshot is just coming out with this killer offense right now. Not really giving Money any chance to set anything up.
Oh, and there's another play. Can that one find it? Flitz will make the save. Pass out to the mid. Harps not able to get it out to anybody. But at this point, they just need to kind of waste some time. Keep plays moving for themselves, of course. Keep that pressure up. But really, you're just trying to kind of kill that clock at this point. 4-goal lead. I mean, that is a solid, solid lead for them right now. Touch by Kachowski.
I'm not really seeing the wasted time. I am seeing just this monster of an attack campaign.
I mean, these guys are just pressuring the crap out of them. And Swank gonna just come in for a nice dunk as he receives that pass from his teammate. So 1:27 left, and that's one thing that is surprising is in the final game for the Absolute Leverage game and this one, you're seeing these teams get such a huge lead over their opponent when both teams have shown that they can be really closely matched.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a different long shot team than we were watching earlier. They really are coming alive in this third game. You know, coming into it, I was like, man, that was a fluke for Money, but they got this.
That's exactly how I was feeling too. Is that wasn't a goal that they really had to work hard for. That like they seriously earned. But man, it happened to work out so well for them now that they're just killing it.
Yeah, they finally found their footing, and they are just pressuring the Money team.
And now 29 seconds left on the clock. There is no chance that Money's gonna be able to make this comeback. So there you have it, guys. Long shot gonna make a great upset here as they make that fantastic comeback, going from this team that's not accomplishing much of anything on their offense to suddenly you're just a powerhouse that the opponents have no idea what to do with you. So we are going to end that series at 6-0. So what are your thoughts, man? I mean,
you know, I think it was just, I'm going to say luck, just such a lucky break for Longshot. They got saved in that second game, and it lit a fire man, this was a different long shot team. I loved watching this game from long shot. It was just a completely different team than we've watched the rest of the series. That mistake that happened in the second game that kept them in the series, watching them come into that third game, just powering through the money defense. That was a great team to watch. And if they can keep that momentum up, they can do well.
Yeah, I think they definitely can. Because man, they killed it there. That was fantastic.
That was a great game to watch.
Yeah, definitely worked well for them. So congratulations to Longshot taking that win over Money for B. And Longshot actually the number 9 seed taking down the number 8 seed. So great plays there. We are now kind of waiting on our next matches to finish up and be ready to go. Are we waiting on one of these teams? So it looks like Exalt might forfeit because they still haven't checked into their match that needs to take place. So Ghosty, what team is he on? What team is Ghosty on? Do you know?
I'm blanking it on the top of my head. Oh no. He's on Take Flight.
Take Flight?
Yep.
Where are they at? Where are they at in the bracket? Or did they already get eliminated?
Did they? They're
No.
Take Flight versus Lights Out.
Oh!
80.
Have they already started?
They have. I think. Yep. It looks like it.
Yeah.
But-
Sorry, Ghosty. But this will be a great moment to segue into one of our sponsors here tonight. So, Broken Gaming is one of our sponsors here tonight, so we thank them very much for their support for us. Their support allows us to do a lot of things that we continue to do, putting on these tournaments and various other things, so thank you very much, Broken Gaming. Broken Gaming is a group dedicated to enjoying Rocket League in a small setting without the intimidating hustle and bustle of larger Discord servers. They share and chat about esports news, host bracket prediction contests, and even run longer style prize events like an RLCS Fantasy League and Draft, which I am the king of. Hobbit, you can attest to this. I'm the king, right?
Hey,
Huh?
technically, it's starting up soon. So
I'm
you
the
don't really
king,
have a
though.
throne. You
I
don't really have
am
a
the
throne
king.
right now.
Until one of you guys come and knock me off that throne, I am still the king. So, haha.
Yeah, that's true. You are the king right now, but I think when we start up this fantasy league in a few weeks, I'm gonna be the king. Don't worry. I'm gonna come out on top.
Right now, they've got their own version of the Manfield 1v1. We are both participating in that. We both kind of suck at it, but I also help and cast and stream those games. Casual, competitive, esports fan or not, if you're interested in joining, type in !broken there in chat, and you can get a link to their server. They're a really fun group of guys. You'll have a lot of fun. Part of why me and Hobbit have this banter going is because we've gotten to be such good friends there in that server. So if you're looking to join a smaller community, make some good friends in the game, and not just Rocket League, there are other games that we play and stuff over there. Duke has really gotten some people into chess and stuff. So if you're interested, go join them. !broken there in chat. Eldino just did the command. Go take a look at it.
Chess.
It's a good little group of guys. So you'll have a lot of fun over there. So moving back into the tournament, we are looking at the bracket right now, and Exalt did in fact get disqualified. They didn't check in for their match. That was our number 1 seed. They are now out of the tournament, so Exalt is off the books for this. FSM, the number 33 seed, is taking their place there in match S, where they will be facing off against either the Elite 3 or Absolute Leverage Black. That match finally taking place now, or at least I think it is. So it looks like they did settle it. The winner of that one was Absolute Leverage Black, so Absolute Leverage Black will move on to face them. We had the money for B and Longshots game. Longshots took that one. Guys, if you want to follow along, do !bracket there in chat, and you can check out all the information that we are looking at here on screen. Team Concept took down the number 13 seed 3. I know that's confusing, but that's the team name 3. So Team Concept, number 4 seed, one of the teams that we talked about before, how they kind of have this thing where they don't quite finish the tournaments in the way that they can. We know they can. They're a good team. Just we're not seeing them really follow all the way through to the end of these tournaments. So Team Concept, one of the teams that we're looking out for. Affinity and Lumina playing right now, so we're going to wait and see how that turns out. And then Upper 90 Esports and Absolute Leverage, they're going at it right now. I don't know if we have any scores for that one yet. I'm taking a look. I don't think we have anything. Yeah, it's not. Oh, actually. Upper 90 took game 1, 6-1. Absolute Leverage White took game 2, 4-3. So that was a hard-fought game. They took game 2. These two going into game number 3 right now. It could be anybody's game. I'm still betting on an Upper 90 just because these guys, they're a top-tier team. They're used to these types of situations. I'm really not worried about them losing that. But I do think Absolute Leverage White has a good chance.
Plus, they're your babies.
Yeah, they are. Upper 90.
You know, so far, all of our teams are still in it.
One of mine's about to be eliminated.
Oh,
Upper 90 and Absolute Leverage White.
Well, yeah, that's true.
One thing, when you're making your predictions, people at home, make sure to pick players who don't play each other as quickly as these two do. Just a little tidbit for you, if you ever decide to... Little piece of information for you at home.
Yeah, granted, I think all of my teams are playing each other in the quarterfinals. Because Lone Wolves is going to play Upper 90 or Absolute Leverage.
You have Lights Out and Take Flight playing.
Lights Out and Take Flight are playing each other. And yeah. It's all 4 of mine in that bottom of the bracket.
Hold up, I'm going back up. Ryan is in the king closing arc. You better take that back. I am indeed the king. But all in all, some good stuff happening here in the bracket tonight. The bracket progressing a little bit slower than we're used to. Used to kind of seeing these teams really kind of run through everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a short break here. I'm going to run our LAN ad that we have now. For those of you guys who missed it, I played it at the start of the stream. I'll play it again here for you guys. And then we're going to take a short break while we wait on this next match to get set up for us. So give me 1 second. And we'll go right into that transition.
Running around like dollars in the wind, bending over backwards just to let you in. I told you that one day ain't never enough. You tell me I hate you, I still call you up. If we don't got trust, we can never have love. I was putting in the hours I was. But you were calling me a liar, 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 liar.
Here it goes with that 10-second countdown.
I've been putting in the hours.
Go for that last push, and it's going to go through. Oregano taking goal number 2. 4 seconds left on the clock. Just playing circles around the defense.
Infinite power, 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 power. Infinite power.
Oh, there we go. Now you can hear me. Now you can hear me. Ah. Stupid mute button. But long shots, there you guys go. Y'all are good to go through. There we go.
You're definitely muted.
Yeah. Forgot to take you off that mute and deafen button, you know? They don't make it easy. So we are waiting to see how match W goes. Let me see if we've got any information. And of course, Upper 90 took that one 4-2. So we will be streaming. The next match is going to be match AC there in the bracket. And we'll be pulling that up here in a moment. So I'm going to go ahead and set up that overlay. Hobbit, what do you have for me on these two teams? We've got Upper 90 and Lone Wolves. So 2 of your teams, man. 2 of your teams. So I just lost one of mine. You might lose yours.
No, I'm not going to lose either one.
You're going to lose one of them. It's kind of how this whole thing works, you know?
Right.
We throw them all in. One comes out. You know, it's Battle Royale, just in a different form.
Of course. You know, Upper 90 and Lone Wolves, just 2 good teams. I think Upper 90 is going to take it.
You think Upper 90?
I think so. I'm on the bandwagon, of course, you know, but...
No. We're not a bandwagon. We're a train. You get... Choo-choo! We going! It's Upper 90 for me, too.
Goalie, Give and Toe. Upper 90, Demo Cat, Slushy, and Shadow.
Yeah, so they'll be a really fun team to watch. So, what do you have for us with the Lone Wolves? What are they? Because we know the Upper 90, they're a really hard team to play. They've got a lot of aggression to them and stuff. What do you think is going to be the key here for Lone Wolves to take them down, to pull off this upset? Number 10 seed going up against the Titan number 2.
You know, man, to beat Upper 90, you need to play consistent. You cannot just be throwing the ball around. You need to keep that ball close and keep it with your team. Another thing is to just try to not let Upper 90 get in a groove. I don't know what you need to do for that, but man, because when they get in a groove,
once they get
nuts.
Going, man, it's gonna be a tough game for you.
So do your best to keep them out of a groove. I think that has to be the best advice for anyone in this tournament. You know, keep some of these teams, man, when they hit their groove, like we saw with Long Shot in their third game, they hit a groove and they put, what was that, 6 goals down in the game. Really,
dude,
5.
They went wild there.
Towards the end, you know, the other team wasn't even playing, but I think it was 5 goals while the team was playing. And you get these teams into a rhythm and it's over. And Upper 90 are already scary when they're not playing exceptionally. They're still a consistent team.
Yeah.
So
I mean, definitely, they're just a force to be reckoned with. Upper 90, I think, are going to really hit Lone Wolves hard, and I think they're going to hit them really hard early on. I think that's going to be part of their game plan, is they're going to hit Lone Wolves as hard as they can right at the get-go, try to really demoralize them, and then they'll probably kind of slow down a little bit after that. And so that's where I think Lone Wolves, if they can hold out for the start of the game where the real attack power is going to be concentrated, I think they can then try to make an effort to take the game there at the end. Randomize, I love you too, man. But I think that's going to be a big thing. And then the other part of that is Lone Wolves, they're going to have to go for interceptions quickly. Part of the problem against Upper 90 is you're going to have to make sure that you do the quick... You're going to have to challenge them all over the field. And if you don't, you're likely to fall to them.
Yeah. Yeah, they put up some nice passes, so it's going to be... I think it's going to be a tough game, because Lone Wolves, we always see these great pass attempts and these just very successful pass plays. So I think both teams need to be looking out for the pass plays that are going to be coming.
So which team do you think is going to, or which player on Upper 90 do you think is going to be the key that Lone Wolves have to shut down to get them, to give themselves a better chance?
Oh man, you know, oddly enough, I don't think there's a specific player they need to shut down because they do so well. Just everyone being everywhere.
Yeah.
We see a lot of saves by all three. We see a lot of shots from all three.
Yeah. I mean, that's for sure. They come at you from all angles.
Yeah.
If I am on Lone Wolves, I personally would be going after Slushy.
Slushy, yeah.
The guy comes in hard. He comes in hard, and he makes really good passing plays for the team. Overall, he's a huge threat to them, and I think it's going to be really important to shut him down early on because I think that will then transfer into the rest of the team. Again, that's a tall order, but I think that Slushy might be one of the players that they want to look at. Yeah, you're right. Randomize. Screw the freaking pop filter I have. It keeps like sliding all over the place. Like I make the slightest movement and it goes woo. So
yeah, demo the demo and take the ball away from Slushy. Yeah, I agree. Slushy is definitely a guy that if you're gonna shut down someone, shut down Slushy. I think if Upper 90 can shut down Goalie or Gibb, I think they'll be solid.
Say that one more time.
I think if Upper 90 can shut down Goalie or Gibb, mostly because Toe, you see him a lot more on the defensive side.
Yeah.
At least the stats show that. But I think all in all, it'll be fun. It'll be a nice game to watch because it'll definitely, from what we normally get out of both teams, we normally get a very consistent team pass-oriented gameplay.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be nice.
So, for those of you who are watching at home, we apologize for this long delay. Teams are both checked in now, so we will have them hopefully going here in just a moment. But, yeah, Upper 90, these guys I definitely think are going to take it. Just really... Screw you, freaking thing. I think the biggest problem is going to be that Lone Wolves just have to really be on their A game here. If they're not on their A game, they stand zero chance. They already have the odds stacked against them anyway because we know Upper 90 is such a good team. I wouldn't be a fan of them if they weren't, to be honest. So I really want to see them come in early and hit hard. I'm hoping it'll pan out for Lone Wolves. I'm really not holding my breath, though.
Yeah, shout out to Aldino saying Affinity was going to win the tournament,
Oh!
Affinity knocked
Shots
out by
fired!
Luma in round 3. Luma is going to go on to play Team Concept. And then, of course, just to give a little... Yeah, and then also just to give a little bracket update, Lights Out, which I saw coming. Lights Out took out Take Flight.
Okay.
Definitely saw that coming. So the winner
you started that, and I was like, no. Lights Out are a semifinal team. They
coming.
always are. I was like, you can't tell me you saw that coming.
No, yeah, I definitely saw Lights Out taking out Team Flight. Lights Out taking out Take Flight. But the winner of this game is going to go on to play Lights Out. So that'll be another great matchup to watch.
Yeah, we have them making the server soon, I hope. Still doesn't look like they have made it yet, so we're just waiting a minute longer. Those of you watching at home, I apologize for how long this break has been. I know that despite how good we both look, you don't want to look at us the whole time. So hold on, we're coming soon. Upper 90 and Lone Wolves. Affinity won the gauntlet this Saturday and got second last week. Yeah, Affinity are just an awesome team. Just surprised that... What if you weren't watching from home? From your car. I don't know. Yeah, that's gonna be your if you're watching from your car, that's unsafe. Don't do it. Turn us off now.
Library, friend's house. You guess the car.
Yes.
I think you might be right, so that's solid guess. Solid guess. It wouldn't have been my first guess, but solid guess.
What would your first guess have been?
I mean, I tend to watch streams, because, I study. I'll go to the library and I'll put a stream on while I'm studying.
Yeah.
That would have been my first guess. Maybe a friend's house at work because I'll also do that.
Yeah.
If you get a chance, just like as a background. Public Starbucks bathroom is a solid place to watch a Rocket League stream.
You have too many ideas for this. my literal only guess was a car. I don't think I could have told you anything else besides that, to be totally honest.
A friend's house, pop it up on the big screen at a friend's house.
If I'm at a friend's house, I don't typically.
It's Monday Night Football.
If we get to that point where we can call ourselves something like that, that's fantastic. I'm down.
Monday Night European Football.
European digital football.
Exactly.
I'm in a porta potty watching this. So here we go. Game number 1 between Lone Wolves and Upper 90. This is the last best of 3 game, and then we will start doing best of 5s from there on out. So one of these teams going on to that semifinal match. Upper 90, the favorite clearly in this. Lone Wolves have a lot to prove. Slushy turning back around as we see goalie clear that one downfield. Great stop there by Demo. Demo throwing it out. Gibb gonna try and clear it out, but a quick touch back by Shadow. And we see them just kind of ping-ponging around at the moment. No plays have really been made too much yet.
But that's kind of the norm when we get to see Upper 90 play. We usually see their first game. They just kind of ping-pong it back and forth, see what plays are going to work. We saw a few of their backboard attempted passes and some great reads from Lone Wolf. So I do like that about them. They normally try a few different pass plays in the beginning of game 1, see what's going to work.
Yeah, they'll take things slowly and then kind of ramp into it as they go. And I think that's definitely a smart way to play it. It seems to work really well for these guys. So hopefully they'll find a strategy that works well for them very soon here. We're now hitting a minute 30 into the game and still goalless. So far right now, though, we're seeing Lone Wolves hold their own fairly well. But again, I don't think we've seen Upper 90 quite kick it in gear yet.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen too many shots from Lone Wolves, but we've seen several shots or near shots coming from Upper 90 so far. So if we need to see Lone Wolf start ramping up the pressure, and there they are right now.
Ooh,
almost
that was
getting
a close one.
Right on the goal line.
See Shadow going for a play there, and a quick drop back. It's in a dangerous position for Lone Wolves. However, no one at Upper 90 can quite follow through with it. Lone Wolves dodge a bullet on that one. Goalie trying to make a play there. He will get that stop and slow down the play enough for Gibb to try and take it to the side. But again, Upper 90 so quick to challenge there in the corner. And Demo is going to find goal number 1 right as we hit halftime.
Yeah, I definitely saw that coming. I mean, that open goal, Toe wasn't back on his rotation yet. He was still trying to get back to the back post, and Demo just came in, rushed him, easily got the goal.
Yeah, and that's going to cost them dearly. Each goal is going to matter against Upper 90 in a big way. We talk about how we think one goal lately seems to have been pretty flimsy. One goal is a huge deal against Upper 90.
Absolutely. They usually play a very solid defense to where, yeah, that one goal lead is a big comeback usually for teams.
Yeah, it will make or break your team.
But Lone Wolves is no stranger to playing Upper 90. They know this, and they are usually pretty good matches for Upper 90.
Yeah, I mean, that helps them in their favor. Once you get towards the end of these tournaments, a lot of these guys, they are used to playing against each other. They do have some of that experience. Shadow there, he's going to pick up the second goal there for Upper 90 as he gets that great pass from Demo. Toe trying to clear it away, but it will be all for naught.
Yeah, he just came right over Toe to sneak out that little goal for himself.
2-0 in favor of Upper 90 here in Game 1. Goalie getting a nice demo there on Slushy, and Gibb will punch that one through and find the opening goal for Lone Wolves.
Yeah, Demo just wasn't able to clear it out. He just passed it straight to Gibb. Gibb double touching it off the backboard. Just was a very terrible setup for Upper 90 to be in.
So here we
Gotta
go.
get those clears out.
Yeah, you have to make sure you're punching those out of there as quickly as you can.
You shouldn't just clear it to nobody, but man, if you don't have a teammate up, you need to clear it out and not give it to the other team.
Yeah. 2-1 still with 1:23 left on the clock. We see Demo pushing it out to the side. And there's an attack from Toe, trying to center it up for Gibb, but really no one there to follow through. And there's a shot from way up high, but Shadow will be there for it. That was a great shot attempt there. Spot on target, just unfortunately not fast enough.
Yeah, I mean, you could see in the goal, that was a very close save. I thought it was going to end up going in.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it was going to be going in there. And then I saw Shadow at the last second. I was like, okay, he'll probably be able to pick this one up. Demo going for a long downfield. And we see goalie not able to get back in time. And that's going to make it 1-3 with 42 seconds left on the clock. And Demo finding a huge gap in the rotation, and he's going to capitalize.
Yeah, I mean, when you get to this level, if they can see that open goal, they're going to go for it. I mean, they have to. They have to sneak out all the little goals they can. So if you make a mistake like messing up rotation and not being back and going for boost when you shouldn't, then they're going to get that goal on you.
Yeah, they're definitely going to take that every time. There's a great shot attempt there, but it is not going to happen for them. Upper 90, they got to be feeling good. They have that nice 2-goal lead. 20 seconds left. Just have to hold out a little bit longer, and they've got game one in the bag. Punch out to the side by Shadow. Demo trying to get a double touch there. He's not going to have enough boost to make anything of it. But we see them slowly pushing downfield. And there it is, Slushy trying to make that final touch. Game number one going to Upper 90.
Yeah, so I think for this that we need to see quicker rotations coming out of Lone Wolves. I mean, you know, we saw two of the goals where Lone Wolves just weren't back for it. You got to keep your rotations consistent. Upper 90 is definitely going to see if you're messing up your rotations and take advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, they'll capitalize so fast on you, you won't even be able to blink. And that's the biggest thing is that I appreciate about Upper 90 is when the guys see that opening, they will strike so quickly, which means that if you are a team like Lone Wolves, you cannot leave those openings. You have to be making sure that you are running a tight ship. You're running a tight rotation. You're making it solid to where frankly, your ass is covered, and I don't think that they really did it there. So game number one.
I agree with you. I mean, we saw 10 shots come out of Upper 90.
Oh yeah,
That's double the amount of shots coming out of Lone Wolves.
But the other thing too is that's the norm for Upper 90. That is the norm for these guys. They will throw out a lot of shots, and you have to be prepared to combat that.
Absolutely. I mean, and it showed like they were not prepared for such an offense.
Exactly. So that was game number one going to Upper 90. We are now in game two. Upper 90 looking to try and get a clean 2-0 sweep so they can go on to face Lights Out in the semifinals. Good touch there by Slushy, looking to push it out to the mid. He'll get that boost steal there, and we see Toe following out, looking to try and get a probable clear. Again, we see them kind of doing that ping pong effect. We're not seeing too much go in favor of either of the teams at the moment. Great demo there by Shadow. Gonna remove the blue guy out of their half.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely seeing that ping pong effect. It's really not going in any team's favor, but we're seeing very consistent, you know, keeping the ball with their team from Upper 90.
Yeah, they're doing a pretty good job at keeping up with it there. Now a minute in, still scoreless. Toe trying to come in for a shot. Quickly stopped, though. There it is, Gibb trying to make the touch, but it's going to get stopped very quickly. Goalie trying to get up and push the play. Toe doing the same, but again, not going to be able to get there in time. Ooh, that one, great save there.
Almost getting that touch from Shadow. That could have been a crucial goal for Upper 90. Going in 3 minutes and 20 seconds and no goals yet.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we saw in that last game where they're kind of taking their time, they're feeling it out, trying to find that solid opening. They're not, and that's one thing, again, I like about it, is they're not rushing, they're not forcing these plays to happen. They're kind of naturally letting that opening show itself, and then they'll strike while the iron is hot. Punch downfield, stop by Shadow. And we see them finally clear it out of the orange half, but again, cleared right back towards them. Having to make quick stops and plays on it. Shadow going for a shot, and there's the pass. Ooh, upper 90, almost finding it in the upper 90. We're now at halftime and still scoreless, and there it is. Oh my goodness, Slushy. What a save. That one looking like it was going to be a surefire goal, and Slushy somehow pulled it off.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very close goal for Lone Wolf.
You see it bounce into the net and straight back out.
Yeah, I mean, you could just see the black on the ball almost making it in, but a great demo from Slushy, not letting Lone Wolves even take it out of their half, it seems.
Yeah, and this is where we start seeing upper 90 really ramp into things. They're slowly kind of choking the boost out of their opponents. They're slowly making them panic as they feel upper 90 creeping in closer and closer to that net.
Yeah, I mean, if you remember, I think 3 weeks ago when we last saw upper 90 play in the tournament, this is kind of how it was. They wouldn't let the team even come out of their half, and there we go. The great pass, Shadow getting the ball, great pass from Demo. And that's what we're seeing. We are seeing upper 90 not let Lone Wolves leave their half, just constantly shooting, and that's what we normally see from upper 90. We didn't really get to see that first game, but they're really coming into it.
Yeah, but we finally see that pressure they've been giving pay off in dividends for them. Get that first goal, and that is a big, crucial goal, especially with a minute 20 left on the clock. Again, one goal is a huge deal with upper 90.
Absolutely. I mean,
oh, and there's a chance for it. It's just going to go wide, though. Nobody able to get to it in time.
At least for Lone Wolves, what we can say is they've done a phenomenal job stopping this upper 90 just attack campaign. So many shots coming from upper 90, but only one getting through. If they can keep up this defense, they could come back.
Yeah, I definitely think they can make that comeback. Just going to have to keep pushing. But, I mean, again, 45 seconds left on the clock. Things are not looking good for them right now. So here we go. Demo punches it up high into the air, looking for Slushy, but Slushy cannot get there in time. We see them continuing to keep it there, and Slushy finds goal 2 for upper 90. And that might be the nail in the coffin for Lone Wolves. 25 seconds left, and 2 goals, especially against this upper 90 team, is almost impossible.
You know, I might be wrong, but that's something that I haven't really seen a ton out of upper 90, the bump plays. Normally their offense is so intense that it just goes through teams, but the little bump play was so nice to see from them. I don't recall seeing that too often from upper 90 going for bumps.
And you're right, that is something that we don't see too often from them, but the great thing about that works well in their favor is the fact that they keep that as a resort, it's like a last resort in their back pocket. They know, hey, this is a play we need to make happen. Let's do what's necessary here. They go for that bump, and it catches their opponent off guard. So that's really good stuff that we see from upper 90 on a consistent basis. And again, it's just that card in the back pocket. They're ready to pull it out when necessary.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Normally we see this very walled off defense, not really letting the other team get past the half, and that's what we saw this game. Lone Wolves Upper 90 rarely let Lone Wolves leave their half. We did get to see 5 shots coming out of Lone Wolves, which is, higher than normal. When we see Upper 90 get that kind of play going that they were doing, hats off to Lone Wolves for getting as many shots as they did. Because normally, I mean, if you can recall, we saw several games where 0 shots were coming out of the other team when a defense like that was put forth. And surprisingly, not a lot of shots from Upper 90 that game. We're only seeing 5 shots, and I think it was mostly because they just played this lockdown D in Lone Wolf's half. Not really going for too many shots, but just constant, just taking the ball away.
Yeah, and that was one of the things, too, is Upper 90 had only a couple of shots, but it's just a testament to how crisp and clean their play style is. They don't need a whole bunch of shots. They just keep playing in your half, not allowing you to leave it, just kind of stranding you effectively, and that's enough pressure for them to work off of, and then they just need that 1-2 shots, and they've got a goal. And that's one thing that I also like about them is they keep that shooting to goal percentage pretty high because they don't need too much. But at the same time, when they need to, when they know that shots are what's going to work for you, they'll put them on the board for sure.
Absolutely. But hats off to Lone Wolves. There wasn't too many registered shots for Upper 90 that game, but they just played this killer, offensive defense, I guess you could say. And Lone Wolves stopped most of it. They did let 2 goals in. They did lose the series. But, man, hats off to both teams. Upper 90 securing that victory with 2 wins in the series, not even letting it go to a Game 3.
And so we have Upper 90 going on to play Lights Out in the semifinals. That's going to be a best of 5 for you guys. That'll be coming up here in just a moment. We're waiting for the final results to kind of roll in so they can confirm all that. And then up in the in the top part of the bracket, we had Absolute Leverage Black take down FSM, and now they're going on to play Long Shots. The winner of that game will go on to play Team Concept in the other semifinal match happening. So really quickly, I'm going to run through you guys who have given us follows and all that stuff. So give me one sec. I already thank some of you people. Mafi, thank you very much for that Prime subscription. Appreciate that a lot. That does help us out tremendously. Did that one. Cigarette Coffee, thank you very much for that follow. That Cuban Moit, thank you for the follow. And that should be everybody. Okay, I didn't have to go through too many. Sweet. I caught everybody when they first came in. So I'm going to go ahead and force this match through because I don't think they'll be back to confirm it. So Upper 90 now going on to play Lights Out. Give me some of your thoughts on this one because this is going to be a big match. These are both high-level teams, both the number 2 and number 3 seed of this tournament. They are now the 2 highest seeds in the tournament because we had Exalt kind of take that leave early on. I guess they had something else they had to go take care of, or someone couldn't show up, but they had to take that DQ.
Yeah. Just another great matchup. I love watching these matchups. And I love watching these great matchups when Upper 90 is involved because you just see on both teams these passing plays that have to come out.
Yeah.
You got to love watching it. Now, Lights Out.
Oh, it's great.
Lights Out are going to be Kevpert, AJ, and Mikey tonight, which is interesting.
Yeah, that is going to be an interesting dynamic to see because there's one that we haven't seen before. We always have Kevpert and Vandre. These are the 2 who are always there. And so we've seen AJ and Mikey kind of do trade outs and stuff, but to see Vandre actually be the one who takes the night off and those 2 come in will be very interesting to see because we just haven't seen those 2 play together.
Yeah, it should be very interesting to watch. And, Upper 90, is also used to seeing Vandre on the team. But, I don't think they're used to seeing AJ on the team or this matchup of of Lights Out.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how they, sort of match to see what they do to counter this team.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, though. It is that deal of they don't know what they're even getting out of this. And I don't think anyone besides Lights Out knows how this is going to go or knows what this looks like.
Yeah. But, they're doing well. I mean, Lights Out is now... They're doing well.
Yeah,
so...
I mean, they're here. They're in the semifinals, just as I expected them to be. Now, it's the next thing of I need to see them take that extra step and take down Upper 90. I just need to see them take that extra step. We don't see them take it enough. They always... Lights Out is always that team that they get here and then they just drop out. And so I'm really hoping that they'll kind of hold down the fort and really put on a show against Upper 90. Unfortunately, though, I'm still going to call Upper 90 for this one. I think it's going to be close, though. I think it's going to be 3-2.
Safe bet. It's a safe bet. I am on the Upper 90 bandwagon. Don't get me wrong.
It's a train. Choo-choo!
But to counter you...
Don't you dare.
I'm interested to see Lights Out, what they can do. I'm interested to see it.
I knew you were a traitor. You were banned from the train. You can't come back here ever again.
It's hard for me though. I very much support Upper 90. I love you. I mean, you could hear it. I love watching them play. I'm interested to see what this new kind of dynamic is what's gonna happen.
I mean, I'm interested too. We're going to get to see that here in just a moment. But I do have to say, I'm taking you out on the caboose and I'm kicking you off the train. You can't come back. Sorry. You don't get to go buy another ticket back onto it.
To defend it a little bit, I think if Upper 90 plays how they did, how we just saw them play, I don't know if there's a team in this tournament that can beat that.
Yeah.
I don't think there is. Now, whether or not we see that same Upper 90, we see that same, just lockdown offense, because really they're playing defense from their offensive side.
Yeah.
We're seeing the most defensive plays from Upper 90 in their offense.
Yeah. No, and that's exactly right. But at the same time, that's also
and I love it.
really terrifying. That is
terrifying
to watch.
And I love watching it. So, if they can do that again, man, who in this tournament's going to beat that? You can't even leave your offensive, you can't even leave your defensive half. How are you going to win?
No
Upper
idea.
90 is rotating and sitting
There's an opportunity, and thanks for the subscription.
and sitting in.
Overly Logic, thank you very much
defensive
for that
side.
subscription. We appreciate you very much for that.
Thank you, Duke of Chutney, for giving that gift.
Oh, did he do it? I didn't see that.
He did.
It only tells me that someone gave it or that he has it.
Right.
Duke Chenny with 13 total gifted subs for the channel. Thank you so much, Duke. We love you for that. Overly Logic, make sure that you have your Twitch and Discord linked together so you get the special role and access to that sponsored tournament at the end of the month. So we are going into it now. It's going to be Upper 90 versus Lights Out. We've made our calls. Find clearly the right one.
Like I said, it's Upper 90. They have it kind of locked.
Yeah.
But maybe this new matchup will bring some.
So here we go, guys. We are going into the game. This is going to be a best of 5 now, so be on your toes and keep up with us as we run through this match. Both high-level teams. No clue how this one's going to turn out.
But you're hoping for Upper 90.
I'm rooting for Upper 90, but we still do not have an idea of how this one's going to go. Mikey 12 is rotating to the back post right now. We see Slushy coming up with a touch. Mikey 12 wasn't quite ready for that one, but thankfully it did turn into a miss. Mikey 12 following that one out. And we see Upper 90 come in for a quick steal away from Mikey. Mikey falling a little too far away, and they're going to just make sure that he can't get that second touch. Mikey 12 trying to pop it up, but Slushy is going to come in for the clear. Great stop by Slushy as he gets the read. And we're seeing both these teams try to kind of force some plays to happen. It looks almost ping-pongy, but you can tell that they're trying to make these plays happen, and the other team is just ready to make quick interceptions.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell the beginning game has kind of shifted for Upper 90. Now they're not just, pinging it back and forth. They're going for some plays.
Yeah.
And both teams are. It's not like for last game where we saw Upper 90 just trying to slowly gain their momentum throughout the game. They're trying to come off hard because they need to.
Exactly. You have to. You have to come in hard against these guys. And so here we go. 3 minutes, 34 seconds left on the clock, and still not a goal in sight. Just waiting to see one of these guys make the play that's going to capitalize here, and that might be it. Oh my gosh, it's right there on the line, and it will get pushed out. What a save, and just what a lucky ball lay right there for them. Holy crap.
Jeez, how
lights out, lucked out on that one.
But, Slushy coming in to get that goal back. They were so close from already having this goal. The defense Lights Out tried their hardest to not let that one go in, but Slushy managed to get it under them.
That one working out really well for them. Upper 90 taking the lead here in the game right now. Getting that nice, quick opening goal. I can't say quick, actually. Oh, and that might be a second one for them. Oh, and Demo will punch it through. It looked like they might be able to get the save there, but could not quite get the angle necessary. Mikey couldn't quite get himself in front of the ball enough on that one.
Yeah, it looks like he just, it's just an unlucky misread. He thought it was going to stay high, and it just bounced right back down thanks to the all Lord and Savior. Our Lord and Savior crossbar.
The one who gives us many saves.
Yep. Giveth and taketh away.
Yeah, he giveth and taketh away the goals. Oh, man. We're now at halftime, and Upper 90 have that nice 2-goal lead. Neil, I don't think Lithium is in here. Our buddy is missing at the moment. Demo with the stop there.
I thought something was missing. Normally, I'm seeing a lot of go Upper 90 in the chat.
Yeah.
And some little weird chants
Brandon, thank you
going
for the
on in
follow.
the chat. So Lithium.
Yeah. We usually see a lot of like Upper 90 emotes and stuff.
Right.
Because number
I
one
something
cheer,
was
the
missing.
cheer squad's not here. That's why.
Hey, but how they're playing, they don't need a cheer squad. 2 goals in, minute and 40 seconds. They're looking very confident.
Yeah, they're definitely doing a great job right now. There's a touch, and it could go in. But Mikey 12 is going to get the save. Minute 26 left on the clock, and still we do not see a single goal on the board for Lights Out. These guys have got to find something soon. Great stop as Lushy goes up for that one. Oh, and that was a huge error right there. We see them go into that double commit. Lights Out have got to make sure they're watching their plays very closely.
Yeah, I mean, we are starting to see a lot more shots coming out of Lights Out. Maybe they're not going to take this game, but if they can keep this campaign up, that's going to be nice to see going into the second game. Seeing them really get their footing and put more shots on this tough Upper 90 team.
Yeah, we definitely need to see some more aggression coming out of them right now. Kepler going to get the bump there on Shadow, but it's not going to mean much. Shadow just whiffing on that one. He's not going to be able to continue to push that play forward. And there it is. Slushy picks up goal number 3 here in game number 1. And that might do it here for game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, 30 seconds. Slushy getting that great dunk. And, 30 seconds left. 3 goals for Upper 90. That, I think that's an impossible order.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, again, 1 point is a big deal against Upper 90.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to get 1 point from them. And, I mean, you better bet that they're going to make you work hard for it every single time.
Absolutely, but it's because normally you're facing teams that, okay, yeah, we'll get to their side. Upper 90 doesn't let you do that. When Upper 90 gets a goal on you, you have to try to break out of their wall.
Yeah, they put up a very highly defensive wall. I mean, you just cannot get past these guys once they do that. And so game number 1, going to go to Upper 90. Lights Out, what do they need to fix here?
You know, what we're starting to see, sadly, in the last 45 seconds from Lights Out is what we need to see starting in the second game. We were starting to see them get their rhythm, get their momentum, and put more shots on the goal. They have 4 shots, for game 1. And meanwhile, we have 10 shots for Upper 90, which, you know, is pretty much what we expect. Pretty much expect 10 goals out of Upper 90. That's nothing new. And then we started to see, we didn't see it in the beginning, but we started to see later in the game that lockdown offense where they don't let the team leave that second half. But in the last 45 seconds, I saw Lights Out kind of break away from that. So we need to, because we know Upper 90 is going to start that way. They got the game 1. They're going to start game 2 that way, like they normally do. It's going to be my prediction. And Lights Out, I think, might be prepared to break away from that wall.
I agree with you in that I saw them breaking away from that wall as well. However, the game is now reset.
Yeah.
And so I think that wall is going to kind of reestablish itself, and they're going to have to try and break out a second time here. Because Upper 90, they do a really great job at establishing that wall on you. And so
Absolutely.
with each new game, that's a brand new fresh wall that Lights Out are going to have to find a way to get past. And I think that over time, that is just going to kind of wear them out, especially if this goes into a 4 or 5 game series. I think that just might be too much for them to keep dealing with. I'm hoping I'm proved wrong here, but
yeah.
I just think that's going to be a really difficult thing for them. Great stop there by Demos. He takes the save. Mikey 12 with the shot. 4 minutes 21 on the clock. There's a great demo by AJ, removing Slushy from the net, but not a quick enough play developing there for it to turn into anything. And we see Mikey 12 putting it in a very precarious position there. However, they
that was
managed
a
to make it
very
out.
dangerous spot coming out from Mikey. It seemed to work for him, but man, that was dangerous.
Yeah, definitely not something you want to be doing, is carrying the ball into your opponent's arms like that.
Right. I mean, just a little bit slower, and I think it was I think it was Demo just screaming in for that ball.
Yeah. You could see him right there on the side of the screen just coming in hard for it. He saw it going towards the net, and he wanted to take that ball away. So there's a shot opportunity coming up for him. Ooh, Slushy not able to make the contact. Shadow misreads that one. But again, we start to see Upper 90 begin establishing this hardcore wall defense. Great save there as Demo saves that shot from Mikey 12 again. But AJ will break through and pick up the opening goal here, giving the very first goal to Lights Out.
Yeah, I mean, this is their first goal this series. I know we were talking about the wall, but it seems that the wall hasn't been built yet. Lights Out is doing very well, just not letting that wall happen. And I mean, you can see Upper 90 trying hard to maintain it, but I think after that first game, I think Lights Out might have found the little secret.
Yeah, I think they might have as well. Mikey 12 going up for the pass there. Great boxing out there by Mikey 12, but it's not going to turn into anything for them. We're now about halfway through this game, and Lights Out right now have the lead. Hopefully they'll be able to maintain that or add on to it, but Shadow going to get the sick shot from way up high, and he's going to make it a 1-1 game.
Yeah, I mean, Kevpert trying to cheat up a little bit. It just didn't work out for him. I mean, he just left the open goal. Kevpert wasn't doing the back post rotation, and just left it right open for upper 90, and we've seen them all tournament doing it. They see that open goal, boom, they're going to pound it right into the back of the net.
Yeah, and they'll do that every single time. Demo will go for that clear. And we see Lights Out starting to try and get a play going here. A little bit of a whiff there. Hopefully they'll be able to get their shots right back in order. We have a cheerleader there in chat for Lights Out. They're starting to get some of their fans into the stream. Slushy following this one out. Great demo there by Demo. Oh, and there's a great bump as Slushy falls through to get the bump on AJ.
Yeah, Slushy, nice play right there. You know, he couldn't touch the ball, and I guess he managed to hurry up, sneak a look in front of him, and got the bump play.
Close play, but Shadow will redirect that one out of their half. And then it's immediately pushed right back in by this Lights Out team. We're starting to see roles shift as Lights Out go to establish a wall of their own against upper 90. Trying to kind of keep things in their half, but there it is. It's cleared out.
But not for long. Lights Out just bringing it straight back into upper 90's defensive half.
You see Demo going out. Oh, and Kempert, he's going to get a breakaway attempt there. Will get sent to the side by Slushy. Oh, and Demo going to remove Mikey.
Perfect demo. Mikey was coming in. It was a great pass from Kempert.
And that was just a great read there. Knowing that Mikey 12 was coming in for that and getting that quick demo play. That one almost on target, but Slushy not going to be able to get it in. Quick punt downfield. Can he get to it in time? Yes, Demo will pick up that save as Mikey 12 takes yet another shot. And Mikey 12, he's starting to really kick out some shots. AJ picking up goal number 2 here for Lights Out as they take the lead once more. 33 seconds left on the clock here in game 2.
Yeah, another, bad feel when they can't get the demo out, or can't get the ball out of their half. It looked like they were trying to pass it off on the clear, but just straight back to AJ.
You see a chance to break away there. Oh, and that one's scary, but Mikey 12, after all those shots, finally finds it in the back of the net, and that is going to be goal number 3 for Lights Out.
Yeah, man, that we're seeing some goals go through for Lights Out. They're going to be 30 seconds left, and 2 goals is going to be a hard order, but they're going to be bringing this into a tied series.
16 seconds left, and still upper 90 have to pick up 2 goals. I don't think it's going to happen. And so game number 2 is going to go in favor of Lights Out. And that has got to make them feel good as they put it right back at that even point of 1-1 for the series. So very, very well done there. Lights Out bringing it to upper 90 in a big way. We saw Mikey 12, 4 shots. This guy was constantly the one throwing up shots that they had to make saves on.
Yeah, I mean, we really just saw the reversal of that game. Upper 90 with only 4 shots to their name. And then Lights Out with a solid 7 shots. They really kind of reversed it. A lot of times we saw that upper 90 was struggling to get out of their half. So I think that was a great shift in momentum for Lights Out. Really, I think this could go all the way to a full Game 5 series.
I think it definitely could too. This next game, though, I think is going to be the huge deciding factor to it. I think if Lights Out take this one, they are going to have a huge momentum boost. I think they might be able to close it down quicker than we're expecting. Yeah,
I mean, absolutely. I mean, if Lights Out can do what they did this game, it was a slow victory, but just slowly, they just ramped up their offense, but they did, and they came back to win it.
So game number 2 is in the books. We are tied 1-1 in the series. Upper 90 and Lights Out starting to heat up between one another. We see AJ going for it. No one there to stop him. And AJ with a beautiful opener here in game 3.
Man, 5 seconds getting the backboard read. That's a hard look for upper 90. In 5 seconds, it's already 1-0. I mean, granted, it's only 5 seconds in, but that's never good to see. That can never be.
If you are lights out though, that is a huge deal. You wanted that bad. You wanted that quick opening goal. You want to take the early lead. Oh, and there's a second attempt, but Mikey 12 will get stopped by Demo. AJ with a great bump there, or a great challenge. And another challenge coming from Mikey 12, and that's going to leave an opening for Kevpert to come through. And we see Kevpert really bumping the defender there in net.
Yeah, we've been seeing that a lot from Lights Out. Lights Out has been bumping, getting the bumps on the defenders to set up these almost easy-looking goals, I'll say. Definitely not easy goals.
I don't think against upper 90 many goals do come easily.
Right. I don't know if any goals that you get against upper 90 can be classified as an easy goal, but they are doing their damn hardest to make them look easy.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Lights Out, that's the other thing too, is I've seen these guys gradually start implementing demos into their games more and more, and I'm excited to see that continue to evolve and just make them a better and better team.
Upper 90 just so close. They got the bump on the play, but the crossbar was not with them.
Our Lord and Savior crossbar did not feel benevolent on said day.
Exactly.
So there it is. Oh, and that one going to find its way in. Mikey 12 picks it up off the pass from AJ. And that was a whole team play there. They pull out that final defender. Mikey 12 from inside the goal closes it out.
Yeah, I mean, a great team play right there. Just getting completely past upper 90. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left. 2-0 for Lights Out. This wasn't a position that, like, even if I thought that Lights Out could take it, this was not how I thought it was going to end up. I thought it was going to be a very tough, close matchup. But it is. But man, Lights Out are looking good.
Yeah, these guys are playing solid right now. And I mean, it's definitely something that I want to be seeing from them. I want these guys to continue to play these really solid games and just hold their own, especially against teams like Upper 90, like RBG, all these big name teams that are really considered to be the ones who are going to make it into RLRS this season. Like, they have to make sure that they're holding their own against those teams, because those are the teams that they have to take down in order to even make it into that.
But we see Demo coming in for it, trying to get this game back, trying to get the game back into their hands. And Lights Out has really just been taking it to them. But Demo's going to get the first goal. Can we see Upper 90 reverse this game? Because right now, it's been looking like Lights Out was going to take it. They've just been playing very aggressive. Upper 90 needs to take the game back in their hands, get their offense set up, get their offensive defense set up, so that they can take this series.
So now we see AJ going for another shot, and he's going to find it. 3-1 with 2 minutes left on the clock, and Lights Out are looking stellar right now.
Absolutely. I mean, Lights Out is just not going to have it. Yeah, Upper 90, cool, you scored the goal. Here's a goal right back. And AJ, granted, Mikey did get the goal, did get the score for the goal, but AJ has really put the ball in the net on all three, with Mikey taking the point for the second goal. What a killer on the offense.
Yeah, I mean, he is just killing it for these guys. And we really had some big question marks as to how Mikey 12 and AJ were going to be together. And I don't think that I think that they have shown that there is literally no problem. This is still the same Lights Out team that we are used to seeing. It does seem like they are down a little bit offensively, but Mikey 12, I think, is fitting into that role nicely of catching them back into that area.
Yeah, I mean, I really think that Mikey 12 has really been helping them stop from getting into that walled off offense that Upper 90. I think Mikey 12 has been part of the key to get them out of that wall. This new little matchup with Mikey 12.
You see that push off to the side. 50 seconds left on the clock. Lights out. Poised to take game number 3, which is going to be crucial in the series, because that means that Lights Out then, or Upper 90 then have to pull a double victory back to back.
Yeah, they're going to need they're going to need 2 games for Upper 90 to come back.
So there's the touch and another goal. Kevpert pulling it off. 4-1. 30 seconds left on the clock. Lights Out are killing it right now. I am so happy with how these guys are playing. They are playing the exact way that I had hoped they would come in and play. And it is so refreshing to see them come in and just kill it right now.
Absolutely. I mean, Kevpert finally getting a goal on the board for this series. They are killing it.
So we have AJ going out. Oh, and there's going to go off to the side, but 12 seconds left, 3 goals to go. That is not going to cut it. Upper 90 will drop game number 3 to Lights Out. So Upper 90 now in a bit of a dangerous position. They have to make a double game comeback, and that's going to be tough, especially if Lights Out continue to play this way.
Oh, I mean, it's going to be so tough. Lights Out are playing phenomenally. Really shutting down the normal Upper 90 gameplay that we see. I think we need to see Upper 90 adapt to this. It seems like they're still trying to get this cutoff offense where they don't let the team even get out of their half. And I saw a little bit of changing up here and there from Upper 90, but still trying to revert back into that slot. I think they need to... I'm not sure... I don't really know exactly what they need to fix, but man, they need to crawl their way out of this. They're going into Game 4 against Lights Out. If they want to continue the series, they need to get the comeback.
Well, I think a big problem that Upper 90 is facing right now is Slushy and Shadow. They are not pulling the numbers that they should be pulling. We are used to these two coming in and being powerhouse players, and they're just not doing it. They're not stepping into that role that we know that they can fulfill. And so I want to see them really ramp it up this game, really come in, guns blazing, and just go hard, aggressive against this Lights Out team. And they have to do it from the get-go. From this kickoff, they have to do it. Because if they don't, I have a feeling Lights Out will take this game.
Yeah, so I mean, we normally see Upper 90 get double the amount of shots the teams are playing, which, you know, funny enough, they still had more shots than Lights Out last game.
Yeah, they definitely did, and so I think that's just going to be part of the deal.
Lights Out, having 4 goals, had less shots than Upper 90.
Yeah. And we have Kevpert trying to make a play there. He's going to pull out one defender. Can he remove another? They're waiting on that defense. Slushy's going to get a demo there on Mikey 12. And that's one thing that is going to be interesting to see. If Upper 90 start putting a lockdown on Mikey 12, I think Lights Out are going to be in trouble.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. But man, I think just, all in all, Upper 90 just needs to keep that ball with their team. Like they're booming to these passes that just are impossible, as we just saw. You know, the defense is already there.
And Shadow coming in with a hard shot there, but AJ will get the save. I think the main reason that they need to shut down Mikey 12, though, is because while he may not be the one who's putting all the goals on board, he is the one that's kind of creating some of these openings with how much pressure he's putting on. He's putting on a lot of shots. His shots may not be the ones that are giving them the goals, but he's creating those openings necessary for someone to come follow through and pick up that goal.
Oh, he's definitely putting on a lot of shots, and I mean, he has 2 of the goals this series. That's 2 out of 7. That's still doing well. AJ coming killer, but now getting his 3rd goal getting the 1st goal for this match.
So Mikey 12 picking it up here, getting that opening goal for Lights Out, and that's huge for them because Upper 90 have got to start getting in gear, and this is just going to help kind of demotivate them a little bit.
But I do have to agree with Neil. They're not out of the woods yet. Upper 90 doesn't need to reverse sweep.
No,
right?
Exactly.
They need to get this win. They need to get some goals on.
I think the big problem, though, is that momentum is very much in favor of Lights Out right now because they did pull a double victory in a row. They pulled 2 wins in a row off of Upper 90. Upper 90 took game 1, and then games 2 and 3 went in favor of Lights Out. So the pendulum has swung well in their favor. And that, I think, is where the problem is going to come in for Upper 90. It's because now the momentum has been established. If had Upper 90 taken game 3, I don't think the momentum would have been clearly in its favor. Demo there, he's going to get the 1st goal there for Upper 90 this game. He's putting it back in a 1-goal deficit. Again, 1 goal is pretty flimsy, but with Upper 90, it's a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, Demo getting their only goal last game as well. Definitely being a crucial member trying to keep this team in the game.
So we're now approaching halftime. A 1-goal deficit. Upper 90 still very much in this match. They still can definitely take us into that Game 5 situation. But they're really going to have to kick it up here.
Absolutely. I mean, they definitely can. We know Upper. See how they play.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
they need to start it now.
Their experience and everything that they have acquired over their time as a team is going to help them in this. I mean, this isn't a situation that they're unfamiliar with by any means. But granted, at the same time, it's not a situation that Kev Pert and Lights Out are unfamiliar with either. 3-1,
Absolutely.
2 minutes, 6 seconds left on the clock, and Lights Out holding that lead as firmly as they can. They're trying to create a nice buffer. So here we go, kickoff number 5. Kev Pert going to lose that one out. Oh, and there's a quick attacking attempt there from Shadow, but he will be denied quickly.
Yeah, I mean, we're starting to see a good amount of passes come out of Upper 90. Not enough yet, and not enough successful ones, but we're starting to see them look for the pass plays.
They're starting to make those, but they need to start connecting, and they need to start connecting soon, because once you hit down to that last 40 seconds, your hope kind of fades away a bit.
Absolutely.
At that point, it is pretty late to try and start making this 2-point comeback. They got a minute, 20 seconds left. So they definitely still have some time, but it's quickly running out. A drop out to the side, a little too much pressure, too much push on that. Oh, and he's looking for the drop down to the side. Oh my goodness, and there is a save from Lights Out. Definitely keeping things secure. Here in game number 4, 56 seconds left on the clock. 2-goal lead still in favor for Lights Out.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great look from Upper 90. And what a save from Lights Out. Just so close to going in.
Another push coming from them, and there's the touch out to the side. Mikey 12 with another save there for Lights Out. 36 seconds left on the clock. Still 2 points to go. Upper 90 have yet to find them. Ball going up high. Opportunity there, but Demo will be quickly denied. And a great read there by Slushy. 18 seconds left on the clock. Goes out to the mid. Oh, no one there to follow through for Upper 90. 13 seconds left on the clock. And this one is looking like it might be in the books. Lights Out. Looking like they have a solid victory. With that one, they have got it. Lights Out take down Upper 90 here in the semifinals. They will be moving on to the championship once more.
Yeah, I mean, Mikey coming out with that last goal. What a great look. But yeah, what a great all-around series from both teams.
And that is going to do it. GG's, well played. Whew. What a game, man. What a game.
Yeah, we see Mikey and Kempfert still just staying in the game to finish it off.
So that definitely kind of went the way we were kind of thinking. Overly Logic, yes, one of our good friends from Broken Gaming gave you a subscription. So make sure you go integrate that with your Discord account so you get access to our sponsored tournament and all that jazz. But okay, Upper 90 and Lights Out. Lights Out came out swinging so hard. I'm so happy. Like, I chose Lights Out and I still stood by that choice in picking them. But I am so happy to see Lights Out come out and prove me wrong, because they have been a team that is really kind of flip-floppy from time to time, where they drop games that we don't expect them to drop. And so to see them come through and take down a high-caliber team like Upper 90, man, I think they're going to come into this championship looking so solid.
You know, and again, this is now 2 streams in a row, man. 2 streams in a row where I call it.
Hang on. The grand final is where it all comes down to, though, man. That's how we do this, you know?
That's true.
Semifinals and everything else, no one cares about that. It's the grand final where it all matters. We got Corrosive there in chat.
You definitely had Lights Out higher up on your list, but I did think Lights Out were going to take Upper 90. I had a feeling. I mean, they just went very far and some good matchups normally. Normally we see some very close matchups from Lights Out, but just 2-0 sweeps all the way.
Yeah, you're right. That's not something that I really looked at either when I was making my prediction. Is normally they do have like kind of shaky results throughout the tournament, but normally you said, though, solid results for them. 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. Coming into this one 3-1. That is still a solid result. One game taken off of you in a best of 5, still solid. You've got that one in the books for you.
Oh, absolutely. And thank you, Corrosive, for coming check into the stream. But so, man, Lights Out making it to the finals, beating Upper 90.
I mean, just a great job there by Lights Out. Upper 90, they had some good plays and stuff. I think they ramped up into their passing. They did really great with their passing in the first game. Then they kind of fell back down, and then they kind of ramped back up into it. But I think it was a little too late. They kind of had this up and down deal that I wasn't really expecting from them. And so I'm hoping that next time they'll be more solid and just firm across the board.
Yeah, I mean, you could hope. Right? You know, because, man, I wasn't expecting that showing. I was not expecting the games to go like that. I thought it was going to be a lot more back and forth from both teams, especially how we just saw Upper 90 just dismantle the team they played before.
Yeah. I mean, the Upper 90 totally just destroyed their opponents. Father of 5 calling Kempert his father. Considering you're a father yourself, Kempert is now a grandpa. So congratulations, Kempert.
Grandpa 5.
Yeah. So looking at the top of the bracket, Long Shots and Team Concept, the other semifinal match going on right now. Team Concept has taken the first 2 games off of Long Shot. First game 2-1, second game 4-0. So Team Concept looking really solid to go into that final match against Lights Out. Both teams that I criticized earlier for being lackadaisical in that, like, they don't hold themselves very solidly when they go through everything. And so really happy to see both these teams starting to prove me wrong and kind of settle into themselves. Tates McGates, thank you very much for the host of 9 viewers. We greatly appreciate that, which means this is a great time to go into one of our sponsors. Matcherino.com is one of our sponsors tonight. We thank them very much for everything that they do to help us out. Wearing a tie to the bedroom looks good.
Gotta wrap it,
We're trying to look good for you guys at home. And so, real quick, Matcherino.com, thank you guys very much for sponsoring us. If you're a tournament organizer looking to streamline your prize pool process, look no further than Matcherino.com. We work extensively with them for all of our tournaments, and they can help out in a variety of ways. Whether you're looking to securely transfer prize money, or create and sell merchandise, or receive some help in funding prize pools, Matcherino can help you out. They have great staff, and they will with actual people who can help walk you through all their tools. They have a whole bunch to do. I need to tighten up that thing. But Maturino, they do a lot to help us out. So if you guys are interested in having them help you out with one of their prize pools, one of your prize pools, their staff help walk you through the whole website. They'll teach you how to use everything. They're really great, so we appreciate them appreciate them for that. And so real quick, I'm going to show you guys how to claim one of the coupon codes here for us tonight. We haven't gotten many claimed, so it'd be very helpful if some of you guys can go claim those and just follow along with me really quickly here. I gotta fix this real quick.
Yeah, you gotta do the full Windsor. Full Windsor. You know what, bud? You know what'd be nice though? Come Saturday, I could teach you how to tie the full Windsor. Easy day. Look. When it comes to tying the tie, there's only one correct knot. The full Windsor. Look.
Just take a look at his bedroom now. Isn't it magnificent? Yes. Take care, Tates and Gates. We appreciate your host, and thank you very much for joining us. And Hobbit finally making his way back. The Heathen ditching us all. Thank you very much, Imp From. We appreciate you guys so much for helping us out with that. And so we are getting ready here. Our final match going to be between Team Concept and Lights Out. Just going to get our overlays set up, and then we will be in that match here in just a moment. So stick around. It's coming right at you. Hobbit.
Yes.
You're back.
I am back. I didn't skip this time. So I'm sorry to all the viewers. I did not skip.
So who are you picking?
Dude, I got to go for Lights Out, man.
Lights Out.
I gotta go for them. Kevpert, you're looking great out there. AJ was looking great. Mikey 12. The synergy between them, between the three of them, I loved it. So that is who I'm going for.
So I don't like agreeing with you ever on anything. I don't like it. It leaves a weird feeling in my stomach. It leaves a weird taste in my mouth. I don't like agreeing with you on anything. But I am inclined to agree with you here. Lights Out are looking phenomenal tonight. Like, they are just monsters out there. I am so impressed with how well they handled Upper 90 Esports there, and I am really hoping that they will continue that intense momentum coming into this. But again, Team Concept, I don't want to count them out either. They are one of the teams that I criticized both of these teams early on into the night, saying how they didn't hold themselves very well
man.
in these tournaments. Several times we watched them drop in earlier rounds. They get really close, but they don't quite make it. And so to see both of them here is so awesome. And it just shows that these guys are continuing to work and improve on themselves, and they are becoming a better and better meshing team. And I'm so happy to watch these guys continue to evolve, and I cannot wait to just watch and see how they handle RLRS. I'm more and more that I watch these teams, I want to do like an RLRS, like whenever we're in the qualifier day, I want to just sit here in front of the PC all day doing a stream talking about it, because these guys are so awesome, and I mean, I really wish them the best and all of that. But of course, we're going into it now, guys. Only one winner can make their way out. Hobbin and I both calling lights out based on the fantastic showing that they have had here tonight. We're going to switch you guys on over to that right now, and we're going to get them up and running. So here we go, guys. Lights out, team concept, both going at it. And it looks like they changed teams. So I'm going to switch that really quickly. Oh, wait, no, they're on the right teams.
Yep.
It looked like they were on the wrong teams. Oh, no. I'm just messing up everything on my deal.
Oh, it's all good. Mikey gonna come to the pass to the corner, but Smidge just gonna take it out, try to get that second touch, but just not able to get it. Looking for that shot, but Keppert's gonna take it off right off the backboard. Not the backboard, off the back wall. There we go.
And so there we go. Smidge is trying to go for that clear, but Mikey 12 is hot on his heels with that challenge. Kepert continuing to push that one deeper into the orange half. Mikey 12, he's going to be out to the side right now. Letting AJ be the one to take that one away. That one's going to get past that defender, and Kepert almost able to clear it past the other one. Not quite able to, though. Great fake there by Mikey 12 as he takes out not one, but two, but three defenders, and takes that opening goal there for Lights Out.
Yeah, man, what a phenomenal goal.
Wow!
The control on that ball that Mikey showed.
That was amazing. Mikey 12 just playing so great right there. We have Smidget going up for that touch. Mikey 12 back out. He's going to try and keep pushing this one forward. Is anyone there to follow through? No. Oh, there comes Kemper off to the side, but it's just not going to be quite what they need. Oh, and that one almost got through, but Kemper will save the day there for Lights Out.
Man, you know, I'm really liking how Lights Out are playing this game. They're kind of not as, it doesn't seem as well, but they are playing this aggressive style that I really wanted to see from them.
Yeah, I mean, these guys have just been doing
There's
great.
another goal from Kemper with an amazing carry from AJ. Just right over the defense. Kemper coming in, getting over Dama.
And these guys just coming into it, guns blazing right off the bat. That's exactly what we wanted to see from Lights Out.
This is what I really hope. We normally don't see Lights Out come so strong in game one. We normally see it kind of slowly adapt. But this is what they need. We needed a strong, just from the start, for Lights Out and for them to continue it.
Exactly. They needed these just quick openings into the games. And, I mean, I don't know if that's one of the things that they've been trying to work on, is just coming out of the gates blazing or not. But either way, I think this is the right move for them. My only worry is that they're going to slow down as the series progresses. But that's going to be one of those things that's going to be kind of wait and see on if that's the case.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was going to say. You know, that's the scary part, because sometimes, and the reason you were criticizing them, a lot of, we see them start slowing it down, making mistakes, and not keeping their leads that they get. But, you know, 2 minutes and 30 seconds, team concept is definitely not down for the count yet. But Kemper getting it right under both defenders with a great pass for Mikey. You know, this is a great Lights Out first game. This is different than what we normally see first game.
This is a top-notch lights out. I have seen this team play time and time again. And when these guys get synergizing with one another, oh boy, you're in for a world of hurt. And we are starting to see them do that. We are starting to see them kind of vibe off of one another and really get ramping into this game. And I tell you, when lights out get into that mode, you really are in danger. Like, these guys do not slow down for anything.
I know, but I want to see Team Concept bring it back. It's still, first game of the series, but it's never good if they get a blowout first game.
Yeah, and that's why it's going to be a big deal if Team Concept can at least kind of cut down the lead somewhat, if they can just bring it a little bit closer. If anything, they have to pick up a goal. That's the one big thing that I think they need, is just pick up one goal and kind of keep it close for yourself.
Yeah. Pick up one goal, keep the headspace that, we can still get goals on this team. We didn't get shut down. Let's go into game 2.
Exactly. It's just that thing of you score, and then from there on, it's just you know that you can score. You just have to make those breaks for it. Minute 16 left on the clock, and we see a long clear downfield. Mikey 12 with the stop. AJ try and drop it down. Can he put it in? He will! AJ gets goal number 4. Look at this thing of beauty. AJ drops it down. So nice, so clean, so fresh.
I knew it was going to happen. I saw AJ coming up. He looked just so confident. And then I saw he was just already there. I knew it was going to happen. There was no defenders back for it. It was such a great shot for AJ to get.
And AJ just going to capitalize on that every time. Kephart pushing it downfield. Great stop there in the side. And we see Dama trying to keep things moving along for Team Concept. They've got to try and pick up a goal there. There it is! Scruff will finally pick up goal number 1 here for Team Concept in Game 1. So now they've got the first goal out of the way. That is always one of the hardest parts when you're dealing with a team like Lights Out, a team who's overpowering you. Get that first goal, and then you can start thinking, okay, we got the goal. It's okay. We can score on these guys. We just have to find those openings.
Right. First goal jitters are out of the way.
Exactly.
Let's just get the openings. Let's tighten up. It's still a best of 5 series.
Exactly. So if they can take any level of momentum away from Lights Out, I think just adding a point or two is going to be a big way to do it. And Smidget comes in, picks up goal 2. That's what we like to see. Team Concept coming back into it as best they can.
Absolutely. They didn't want to just stick with one goal. They need that momentum to bring them into game 2. Because 4-1 still doesn't look great. You still need that headspace that, we can still get this game. We can still get this series.
So, again, Team Concept, they still have 10 seconds. That's plenty of time for them to make one final push to try and make it a 3-4 game. Great attempt there. Oh, and with that demo, it will end 4-2 here in game number 1. Both teams looking really good. Lights Out coming out with a much harder presence, or a much bigger presence than Team Concept, I think, was bargaining for. But they kind of grounded themselves and came back into it.
I absolutely agree on that. And, if I have anything to say for going into round 2, that's what Lights Out needs to do. Lights Out needs to tighten up. We saw a little bit of Team Concept breaking through their defense, breaking through Lights Out's offense. So we really need to see Lights Out tighten it up, because they looked great in the first half. They looked great. I mean, it was up to a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, exactly. And again, though, I want to harken back to what I was talking about earlier about the synergy that Lights Out tend to get into. We have almost a clean 3-3-33 setup there for Lights Out. 8 shots in total, looking really good there. Equal participation across the board, pretty much. Saves, it's almost the same thing. 2 and 1. Assists, basically the same. Goals, basically the same. These guys are evenly distributing the task of playing this Team Concept. And I think that is a great thing to see, because it just helps evenly distribute that load when you're dealing with pressure from the other team. And so here we go, guys. Going into game number 2. Team Concept, lights out, best of 5. This is the grand finals. Smidget goes up for that touch. Will it find its way in? No. Mikey 12 is there for the stop.
Very quick to offense, this Team Concept. I mean, that could be a key this game. They're going to just power through on their offense very quickly from the start.
Quick throw downfield. AJ tries to redirect it. However, no one there with that final fall through. Quick passing attempt there, but no one on lights out there. We see a demo attempt. It will be in vain, and Mikey's actually going to come back and show Smidget what a demo really looks like in that play.
Dodges the demo. Sees he could have just gone for ball. No, you can't just go for ball.
I mean, you got to make the point.
right. You try to demo me? Nope. I'm going to demo you and get the ball.
I'm going to show you what it's supposed to look like.
Open goal for AJ right here.
AJ going to find that one. So goal number 1 there for Lights Out as they take the opening goal once more. And they do it here in game 2.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of great plays coming out of Lights Out. A lot of passing plays. They're seeing the openings when Team Concept gets a little too greedy and all 3 are in the offensive half. You see a good clear from Lights Out to their man, not just a lackadaisy clear to nobody.
Yeah, definitely. They're having those proper clears where they're actively looking to turn it into a play, not just a way to kind of get some breathing room. There's a shot. Mikey 12 finds the upper 90. 3 minutes, 26 seconds left. Dama goes for that clear. Kevpert just helping redirect it enough. And the last 2 defenders cannot do anything to stop it.
Yeah, Mikey just banging it into that top left corner. Such a hard goal to stop.
Well, in Lights Out, these guys are just firing on all cylinders right now. I mean, they are doing such a good job. There's the attack. Dama, very close on that one. And I believe, actually no, Team Concept, I think may have won with us before. They may or may not have, but I think I could be wrong. I think this is Team Concept's very first Grand Finals appearance, though.
I can't say it's their first Grand Finals appearance, but I can confirm that they haven't won the tournament yet. So maybe this is their night. But man, this is looking like it's Lights Out. Nice.
Oh, and AJ
trying to secure their second Launchpad victory.
And we see AJ get such a long shot. Nobody is able to get to it on Team Concept. And Lights Out. These guys are firing on all cylinders right now. They are looking good.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing this phenomenal defense. They're getting the backboard reads. They're clearing the ball to their team, keeping it close. And on the offense, still keeping it close and just firing some bangers into the goal.
Yeah, I mean, it's just... Oh, this is such a good series to be watching right now. Team Concept, I think, need to kind of ramp up that aggression a bit more, tighten up some of their defense in that back rotation. But all in all, I can't say that they're doing too terribly right now. Great save there. We see Scruff making that nice save, and there's a long downfield shot. Kevpert will get the save as Dama takes the long downfield roller.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be it for Team Concept. I thought they were going to get that goal, and a great pinch right there. Off the goal, but straight to AJ.
And again, Lights Out trying to resume this pressure. They are working so hard to continue building up. And if Lights Out take this, Team Concept are going to be in a very difficult position. They will have to pull the dreaded reverse sweep. Mikey 12 will pick that one up, though. A minute 36 seconds left on the clock. And Team Concept, things are looking a little bit dire for them right about now.
Yeah, I mean, you just saw that kind of misplay right there for the own goal.
Scruff will push that one through. We see Dama going off to the side.
Oh, they tried to set up the pinch play. Not a bad look, to be honest.
Yeah, it definitely worked out well for them. Helped get some much-needed speed on that. But it didn't really get to turn into too much else besides that, unfortunately. There's a challenge, and Kempert will win it out again. For Lights Out. Lights Out just monsters right now. Just reading
not
that like a book.
Anything gets set up. They try the pinch play. Nope, goes into Lights Out's hand. Lights Out are just everywhere on the field where they need to be. Their rotations are looking very solid, and I think that is one of the biggest keys for them this game. They normally have very good rotations, but not perfect. But Lights Out has been doing exceptional on their rotations, where always there's someone back. We saw a couple close calls, but man, just looking great tonight.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are playing so well. This is just a phenomenal showing from them. And we see Dama trying to make a play downfield. Kempert goes for this touch out to the side. He will get it past that defender, but Smidget comes in with the shot. Just going to be wide, and Mikey 12 will take possession. Gets it past Dama. And that is all they need. There's a great bump. Can they turn that into anything? Oh my gosh. Every single time that Team Concept start trying to make these plays, the Lights Out players come in and just clear them out one by one so that the play can't even go anywhere.
Yeah, every time you think, oh, this is it, Team Concept, they got this. Lights Out just barely finishes it and gets the block.
So game number 2 is going to go to Lights Out, who are looking to pull the clean 3-0 sweep. And Team Concept going to be looking to pull that reverse sweep, that dreaded reverse sweep. I mean, okay, looking at the stats right now, Team Concept, 8 shots in total, 7 shots coming from Lights Out. I mean, and 2 saves coming from Concept, no goals, no assists. It's not looking good for these guys.
It's not, man. God, they might be in their own hands, but they're setting up the plays. Lights Out is just not letting that ball get into the goal, and that's great. We normally see Lights Out take a little beating, but they are just so spot on tonight. I'm loving watching them play. They're playing a very aggressive attack campaign, but rotating so quick that they're back on their defense, ready for Team Concept to clear the ball up. We've seen it several times just in that second game. Team Lights Out do this massive attack campaign, and sometimes where they'll almost have all 3 at the goal. Team Concept gets the ball, clears it out, but Lights Out's already back in the goal, ready to block it.
Yeah, I mean, Lights Out has just been moving so fast in that rotation that, I mean, even in our observer look that we have at the field, I still am not seeing what Team Concept can even do necessarily. Like, Lights Out is everywhere. They are doing just so well across the board. And it's one of those things that it's a little concerning because I can't even figure out what they need to be doing. But Smidget, he's going to come and get the opening goal. This is the first time that we see Team Concept in the lead for this entire series so far. Game 3
I mean,
for these two.
A little bit of a misplay for Lights Out right there, and I think what Team Concept needs to try to do is keep that ball close. There's a lot of big clears when Lights Out are doing their just bang up job on offense. Then you'd see a big clear from Team Concept. I think they need to try to keep it close, get it to another man on their team. They're seeing the bomber upfield and then the pass play there. Try to keep it close all the way. Might get some more success there.
We saw AJ get the demo there on Scruff. Opened the net wide open for Kempert, who could not manage to put that one away. Mikey 12 going for the push downfield. Oh, and that's a great pinch as Kempert comes firing through with it. Help adding that extra speed to it. Dama setting that one up off the backboard, looking for a play to happen for them. Scruff gonna pass it back off. Can they get the touch there? Lights Out is ready to meet them way up by the ceiling. Dropping down to the side. Again, Lights Out just doing a bang-up job with this defense, but they've got to pick up that one goal.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a bang-up job on the defense, but we need to see their offense. Man, Team Concept is putting on an attack campaign, and I think they got a lot of shots right there. They managed to get 2 shots out right there, but we need to see something from Lights Out. We're not seeing too many shots come back from them.
And if Lights Out lose this one, it's going to be back at that deal that we were talking about before of my biggest fear of Lights Out slowing down their game. They literally just need one more victory here. If they can keep up that speed for this last 3 minutes and 6 seconds, they can take the series and take tonight's tournament. But if they lose this one, I fear for them. Great save there by AJ. Approaching halftime, 1-0. Stop by Smidget.
Yeah, I mean, 2 minutes and almost 40 seconds left. They need to get a goal. Team Concept is coming closer and closer to getting a second goal. We've seen 2 or 3 very close calls for Lights Out.
We're now approaching the halftime, still 1-0. Team Concept in the lead, but is not going to be enough. They need to add more to it. Touch there off to the side by Dama. AJ will meet them up by the ceiling. Mikey trying to push this one through, but he will not be able to take it. Oh, and that is a great redirect by Kevpert.
What a great save by Kevpert right there.
We're starting to see Lights Out look to come alive a bit here. Trying to ramp up that defense and offense. Oh my goodness, so close with the bumps and the demos, but Lights Out still could not secure that goal. What a play!
Everything right there. They had the shot on goal. They had the bump.
They had everything they needed. Mikey 12 will make that one back out to safety. Just, oh my gosh, they had so many demos there. That would have been the moment to get that goal.
That would have been the tying goal right there. I mean, we are seeing Lights Out come alive, but Team Concept is doing a phenomenal job right now.
We're starting to see Team Concept play a lot differently than we did in those first 2 games, and that could be a second goal. No, it's just going to go a bit wide. Mikey 12 pulls out one player. However, there's one there to meet him, and oh my goodness, Scruff gets the redirect, but it's just off target. Team Concept trying to hold out for 50 seconds.
You know, I'm getting a little nervous for Lights Out. We're seeing so many last-second saves. Thank God the crossbar's on their side in some of these saves.
I mean, they are having some really, really close plays right now. We see AJ try and take this one downfield. 30 seconds left on the clock, and Lights Out still are down by 1 point. And if you're Lights Out, you want to end this in this game right now. There's a challenge, but it's not going to be good enough. Their follow-through was just a bit too late there for Lights Out. Oh, and this one could be it. No, it's going to be fended away by Scruff. Dama going to get the demo there on Kevpert, and they're just trying to keep this one as far away from the net as they possibly can. Touches down. Team Concept taking us to Game 4.
Dang, Game 4, Team Concept just barely hanging on to that one goal.
Man, Team Concept, just one goal. It's all it took. One goal, and they got that victory.
That's all it is for these tournaments. That one goal makes such a difference because they can get that one goal, and you saw here, Team Concept just trying their absolute hardest to not let anything go near their goal, and they did a phenomenal job and came so close on so many occasions from getting a goal, a second goal, a third, and man, it was just phenomenal.
Yeah, Lights Out. I mean, they had so many opportunities, just could not break through, could not put the ball on target. Was really unfortunate on some of those plays for them. Gonna look to see them kind of tighten up that accuracy a bit. I mean, they show they can put stuff on target.
Yeah, there are so many occasions where, a foot to the right, they would have had the goal.
But one thing
someone following up, they would have had the goal.
Exactly. One thing I do want to point out, though, is both teams had over 6 shots, and that was a 1-goal game, which just goes to show you how close the game is. Neither team is slacking off when it comes to the offense. So here we go, guys. Game number 4, Team Concept and Lights Out here in the grand finals. Team Concept looking to try and take this next one and go into that game 5 so they can really have a chance at that reverse sweep.
I think it's going to really come down to Lights Out trying to get that first goal, starting up the momentum. Because they're just this amazing team when they have all of that momentum behind. I mean, we saw so many shots last game when it was a 1-0 game. When Lights Out gets that momentum behind them, man, they just put shot on shot in the back of the net.
That one going off to the side. Dama with just heading off to the side right now. He's watching out. Keppert had a boomer of a shot, but it could not find the back of the net. We see Smidget trying to back pass that one off to a teammate. Dama with the ball. Oh, and there's a bit of a bump there. Scruff going to get messed up a bit. Dama going to get the demo there on AJ. And we see Team Concept really coming alive. They're starting to add some of those demo plays into their own game. Start to look, instead of finding the openings, they're creating those openings for themselves.
I mean, we're seeing that on both sides. Last game from Lights Out, so many bump plays to open up space. Coming so close to getting some goals. Now we're going to see Team Concept trying at this game, using some bumps, a little bit of demoing to just open up some needed space.
Yeah, working really hard on that one, and there it is. AJ trying to go for that shot, but it will get stopped in that 50-50. Oh, and there's a chance right there. Can anyone come through? No! Saved once more. Team Concept fighting right there on their goal line, but they managed to finally clear it out after a little bit of a hard-fought battle.
Yeah, I mean, getting that 50 on the goal line, and I think it was Mikey just passing it up. Just couldn't get to the ball.
So we see them continuing to push downfield. Still scoreless as we approach halftime. And a quick boomer downfield by Mikey. Keppert trying to control this one out. Dama panics a little bit. However, Smidget will come in for the touch. And they're looking to set that one up, and there it is! Oh my goodness, Scruff could not finish that one off. Saved by the Lights Out defenders.
Close.
Well, that's the thing for both of the
defenders,
teams.
like crossing him over, trying to get that block, just barely getting it.
And that's the thing for both these teams, is these plays are so close every time. Like, they just get right on the cusp of scoring, and then they're immediately shut down.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, so many times already this game, Lights Out and Team Concept, the ball is just on the goal line when it stops.
A gonna get bumped off to the side, and we are still scoreless. 1 minute 50 left on the clock, still nobody with the point, and this game is going to be a huge factor. Lights Out could take it here, or we could find ourselves going into game 5 between these two.
AJ doing a nice move right there. Fake the right touch and instead going up to the left corner, trying to get the ball out to his team.
Yeah, definitely a nice look to that play. Dama gonna get the demo there on Keppert. And we see Keppert again pushing downfield. Still scoreless as we approach the minute mark. Literally one goal could determine if we go to that game 5 or not. Lights Out looking to try and get the shutdown here. That rebound is going to go in favor of Team Concept. Oh, and AJ with a great 50-50 there.
AJ with the 50 and then just a little bump on the defender right there. Just trying to play a little bit of mind games, trying to get some open space, some needed time for his teammates to get back.
And we see an opening possibly emerging here, but again, AJ's going to push it off to the side, still scoreless.
Yeah, I mean,
Lights
the great
out.
comms right there. AJ, they had to have great comms. AJ knew that Kefert wasn't going to be able to get a good touch on the ball. Instead, coming in, making sure that ball gets away and out of their deep.
These guys are cutting it down to the wire. 20 seconds left and still nothing to be shown. Dama just misses that touch right there. And we see them going for another play. Smidget going to get stopped at a 50-50. And here it is. Can he put that one away? No! Dama with the goal line save. There's the pass off to the side. Mikey will find it! 1 second left on the clock. Lights out. Oh my goodness, Mikey!
I mean, that is just a get out of your seat kind of goal. 1 second left. Kefert with that phenomenal pass across, just out of reach of team concept. What an amazing series.
Down.
GG's all around.
Down to the wire. And Mikey, he definitely deserves that MVP award right there. Kefert, of course, with that pass to help lead into it. But Mikey, there in time for that goal. Oh my goodness. Just huge props to both teams. I mean, really, I think both teams have stuff that they can take away from this series and learn. But all in all, both killed it. They killed it. I mean, this is... I know we talked about it already, but I criticized both these teams at the start of the tournament for their lack of solid plays and everything. They totally proved me wrong right there. Now, they proved me wrong tonight. I want to see them continue to do that as they go into RLRS, as they go into other tournaments. I want to see this become a thing for them, that consistency.
So, just to throw in a little wrench there, we could do another interview for tonight. Another interview this week.
I would be happy to do another one of those interviews. It worked out really well last time. I thought it was a good addition.
Just throwing it out there because Kefert did agree to come in for an interview.
Then let's have one. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Just
We're
gonna
doing
be-
it live.
Doing it live. But man, what a phenomenal series!
I know, man.
What
It was
a
great.
nail biter game.
I mean, just down to the wire. These guys played so well. Like, oh my gosh. And like Team Concept, they only took one game in that series, but they still brought their A game throughout. Like, they still were a worthy adversary here for Lights Out. And they still continued to bring a lot of heat for Lights Out. And I think ultimately Lights Out was just able to prevail because they had a lot of good momentum, especially after that takedown on upper 90. That helped build a lot of speed for those guys. But man, just you can't overstate how good they both played, how well both these teams played in terms of their speed, their rotations, everything. So what's happening here?
Currently, trying to get Kefert into the call for us.
Can you not call them from?
Well, you have to add them as friends.
Really? Oh yeah, to add them to a group. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Discord, you sly fox, you. So we are waiting for Kefert to hop in. We're gonna do a quick interview with him, and then we will go into closing down things here.
Hello.
How you doing, Kev?
Doing good, doing good.
So how are you feeling after that? I mean, that was such a close series, despite it being 3-1.
A little bit of relief taking it away.
I'm bet, man.
Yeah.
So, my question is because Ryan was the only one able to see it, but that 1 second goal literally got me out of my chair. How are the comms going with that goal?
We were really calm today. We weren't. There was nobody. It was just like a nice,
Just nice,
such a
even
relief.
groove. No,
Yeah, I mean, y'all looked to be in such a great groove tonight. Man, it was just phenomenal games.
Thank you.
So what is it today that felt different? Was it playing with AJ and Mikey, or having Vandre out? Like, what was it? You guys came into this. Typically, you guys kind of take a little bit longer to kind of ramp into things, and today y'all really just came out guns blazing. You took it really hard to upper 90. So, like, kind of walk us through that. What was that? What was it like going into the game today? You mentioned how you guys were really calm. Was that the main thing, you think, or what?
I think usually we take a while to warm up, and today, instead of overanalyzing our play, I think we just let it happen.
Yeah, y'all were on.
Let the play come out of us.
I mean,
And,
sorry,
it's
go
hard to
ahead.
say. It's hard to say what we did well. I'd have to go back and analyze it with my coach, but yeah, I'm very pleased to beat U90 because they've had our number for a while.
I bet they have. I mean, they're definitely one of those teams that I know you guys meet with consistently in upper 90. Upper 90 seems to be one of those teams that a lot of people meet with, and then they become that mountain, that hill that they have to overcome.
Mhm.
And so I definitely know what you mean by that. I've seen that with several teams where there's just always one other team somewhere in the bubble scene that is, they, like you said, they have your number. They're the team that you're looking to take down.
Right.
And
And
so-
I think they beat Splice in Renegade Cup, and they beat us in Renegade Cup too, which is really, really tight and intense series.
Yeah, Renegade Cup. Those results, I can't remember exactly. I know that it was like Afterthought and Sway towards the end. I know that Sway took down Splice. Upper 90 took the Splice down in the lowers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Wow. So just goes to show you these teams here in the bubble scene just really impressive. You guys are all starting to come up to such a high level. So we're kind of going beyond this. How are you guys feeling going into the qualifiers and everything?
We haven't thought that far ahead.
It's just Monday. Give me some time.
Yeah. Got a few tournaments this week. We'll see how we measure up. But,
Very nice. So you're just going to kind of get in some of that extra practice, kind of get loaded up on all that.
mhm.
Are you guys this weekend?
Uh,
Or are you
This
the
weekend?
fourth qual?
no, we already qualified in the first.
Oh, you guys already did. Okay. I couldn't remember. I remembered looking through the list of who all qualified in the first one, and I just couldn't remember who all was on it.
It was a lot.
Yeah, it was 32 teams each week. Like, that's a lot to keep track of.
Yes. Yeah,
Especially.
Ryan and I have been doing our best to like, oh crap, okay, this team made it through, this team made it through, this team made it. No, this team also made it through. Oh,
FYI, these guys as well.
right.
But man, Kevford, you guys just were dominating tonight, taking y'all second tournament with us now. I know y'all kind of drop some games every here and there, and I know that this just has to feel really good for you guys to come in and close out another tournament with that victory.
Yeah, it feels great.
Yeah, for sure. And so, I mean, Hobbit, do you have any other questions? Because I think I'm tapped out on questions.
No, you basically asked all the questions I wanted, and if you want, or what's next for? You said y'all aren't thinking too far in advance, but what's next for Lights Out? Like, what's the next tournament y'all be playing in?
Possibly one on Thursday. I haven't checked-
He's like,
checked it.
it's late. I'm gonna go look at the schedule.
He's like,
later."
look, we just finished this tournament. We're good. That's what we were focused on. Next tournament is next tournament.
Kevford, we thank you guys so much for joining us. And again, congratulations on y'all's victory tonight. You guys really earned it. You killed it with y'all's play. And we hope to see you guys pull that off on a lot more of our tournaments. And we hope to see you guys upset Upper 90 a couple more times.
Thank you for having us. And
Hey,
we hope
no
to be
problem.
back.
Take care, Kevford, and we'll catch you next time, man.
Thank you. Take care.
So there you have it. Kev Pert, I think he's the captain actually of Upper 90. I could be, or not, Lights Out. But he's the face that everybody knows for Lights Out, and so just so good to hear from him. Interesting though that them just being calm was one of the big factors.
Yeah, man, such a nail biter right there. I was half
It really
expecting.
was.
Like, you got to see, everyone else didn't get to see, sadly, but
I got to watch him just jump out of his seat. Like, I think if you jumped any further, like, your headphones would have gotten ripped off by the cord.
Right, no, I would have hit my desk. Like, it would have been, thank gosh that, like, it was quiet. I managed to not hit anything on this desk.
It was a very, like, controlled jump. Like, you were, like, kind of seizing almost.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. It was such a good series.
But congratulations to Lights Out, and also congratulations to Team Concept. You guys did not take the W tonight, but y'all really brought it. And I'm so excited to continue to watch all these teams just improve and grow with each passing week. Every time they come back, they're always better. And I think that is just one of the great things about these community tournaments, and just being able to watch these teams come to us week after week and consistently improve on just anytime they hear something's wrong with their play, they go in, they fix it, they come back, and they're better. And so just really, really awesome to see that. And so with that, Hob, do you have anything else you want to add before I go into my closing thing-a-ding?
You know what? Thank you, everyone. Like I say every week, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you so much to all the teams. Thank you, Kev Pert, if you're still watching. I'm so glad you said yes to come in for the interview. We love doing these interviews, and we're glad to have you.
Yeah,
thank
they're
you
a fun
to
addition.
all the fans for watching. And hopefully we'll see you all this Sunday. Ryan and I will be in Houston at the LAN broadcasting it. Hopefully we see y'all in the chat or at the LAN event itself. You know, comment in the Power Discord. Send me a DM if you have a specific tie you want me to wear or bring. I'll bring whatever. But that's it for me. Thank you so much for having me, Ryan.
Hey, no problem, man. So thank you guys very much for joining us tonight. We're going to give a special thanks to our Patreon supporters for March, Father of Five and Shane Jones. Father of Five was there in chat earlier. Thank you guys so much for your continued support on our Patreon. It really does mean a lot. If you enjoyed tonight's tournament, please consider kicking us a buck over on patreon.com/playingwithrockets. That gets you access to our monthly sponsor tournaments, as well as access to a couple other things. So if you're interested, please consider doing that. Just $1 a month, $12 a year. Helps us out a lot. It helps us continue to put on all of these tournaments. Also consider giving us your Twitch Prime. It does the same thing. If you do that, go ahead and make sure your Discord and Twitch accounts are integrated for some extra goodies like a role and access to that sponsors tournament. And then any and all money received goes right back into our prize pools. We don't pocket any of it. So you can rest assured that this isn't just going, we're not lining our pockets or anything like that. And then also, like Hobbit said, we have our $100 doubles LAN coming this weekend on Sunday, March 17th. Tune in. We're going to be streaming the whole thing. We'll be doing player interviews. It's going to be a whole production. Been working really hard to kind of put this together. We're doing this in partnership with the Microsoft stores of Houston, all three of them. So that's going to be interesting to see how we can make that work out. Be sure to tune in. You'll find out. And then also working together with Reborn Knights for helping us fund some of this tournament prize pool. And then I will be posting that LAN promo video that I showed earlier in the stream. I'll be posting that on our YouTube as well, and I'll be airing it one more time before we close out the stream here tonight. And then also congratulations once more to Lights Out. Guys, it has been great having you all here. This was presented by Playing with Rockets. I'm Ryan. That's Hobbit. We will see you guys this Sunday. Take care. Have a great night. And if you haven't, and I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your week. It's Monday. I know you still have a lot left in your week. Some of you are on spring break. I hope you have a good time with all that. We will see you guys very soon. I'm going to play that video, and then we'll go on to host someone else. So stick around and see who we can host. But again, thank you for joining us.
Running around like dollars in the wind, bending over backwards just to let you in. I told you that one day ain't never enough. You tell me I hate you, I still call you up. If we don't got trust, we can never have love. I was putting in the hours I was, but you were calling me a liar, 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 liar.
Here it goes with that 10-second countdown.
I've been putting in the hours.
Go for that last push, and it's going to go through. Oregano
And it's coming down,
taking goal number 2. 4 seconds down the defense.
You know I make you feel good. Don't you wanna feel good, good, good? Sometimes I wish that we could go back before you got hurt, hurt, hurt. When before I was scared, now I'm feeling prepared. Don't you wanna feel good? Don't you wanna feel good, good, good?
When you say you were leaving, I thought that you meant it. I played the victim, you start as indifferent. Hindsight comes standard with rose-colored lenses. Hate to admit